We're back and we're not emotional. 2022.
Two. Two. Also.
No, they said that in
Can't be as
2021.
bad
I
as the
didn't believe
last one. Hang on. Everyone, knock on wood. Reach around you. Knock on wood. I'm certainly not the first person to have said that in the past 30 days. We don't want to bring that energy. I understand.
I don't want it. I don't even know what I don't want. I just don't want it. It hasn't started well, so I don't know, like, how it's supposed to, like, it can no, I'm not even gonna say that. Huh? With
Big
fiction.
escapism.
Escapism.
Escapism is the answer that we have been looking for all this time.
The more we know.
Ah.
Uh, it's good to be back doing this and playing this game. Yeah.
Mhm.
Uh, tell me, please, um, your favorite pineapple dish.
Pineapple. I feel like we've talked about pineapple
We talked
before.
about pineapple? Oh, okay, never
Yeah.
mind. Favorite, uh, item of food with guava?
Truthfully, I don't think I've ever eaten a guava. Yeah, I'm not picky. I'll try anything new that I can. I've never encountered a guava.
I uh, I d I'm still clutching my pearls because I feel like this is underreported. The great guava shortage of the 2020s needs to be known. I'm getting emotional. How could there be no guava?
We just said Shawnee can't get emotional right now, Danny, please.
I just said I can't get emotional. We need to get the chief among I don't even know if we grow them here.
Hmm.
Let's put that down. There is nothing in this game that could be more heartbreaking than that right now, I'm sure. It'll be fine. The rest of the game is gonna be fine, right? Right? I mean, just the fruit is delicious, but baked into pastry is great also. Um, the easiest, most accessible is there's a Mexican restaurant in Australia that has a guava-based drink, and that's the easiest way for me to get it.
Oh.
Oh, hang on. Oh, there we go. I
Like
fixed it.
like
I
at
fixed
all or
it.
just
It was
quiet?
me. It was just me. I fixed
Oh,
it.
okay. Okay, okay.
I
Need
did
to
it.
hear Danny.
Yeah.
Um, well
Oh,
then I'll say that my favorite guava dish would probably be a pastry because I like sweets. I like sweets.
yeah.
And so I feel like a guava pastry is probably something that I would enjoy because I like a fruit-based pastry.
I'm gonna continue the heartbreak and say I don't like fruits in my pastries. So I probably wouldn't. There were at one point 2 dozen guava pastries, like really well, like handmade guava pastries in my
In
home,
front of you.
and
Is this
I didn't
recorded?
consume a single one of them. My friend, my roommate, had ordered two and received instead 2 dozen. on purpose. They were just like, just take it.
So not only is there a guava
Cool.
shortage of the 2020s, there are some people, these guava moguls,
Mm-hmm.
who are just trying to get rid of their surplus of guava.
Well, that's just the one Cuban restaurant in the San Fernando Valley. Like Porto's just, they have guava. I don't know how they get it, but they got it.
They must be growing it
Good for
like
them.
underground themselves and then like exporting it. And but because they couldn't export all of it, like they're just like, quick, we have to get rid of it before the cops find us and all of our guava. This could be awful. Like it could just look so bad. So we need to get rid of it. Just
I
like
think
that.
yes.
That's reasonable.
Absolutely.
I try to be reasonable, you know. I try to be really reasonable. So this game. Now that all of my emotions have been activated, none of them relief.
Daybreak Prep Season 2.
Relief?
Guavas.
Oh, guavas. Okay.
Season 3 is just going to be a shortage of something. Possibly Raya's patience. I don't know.
Mental stability.
That was Season 1.
No, that was a shortage of like a lot of things.
Understanding that actions have consequences.
Ooh. So a lack of accountability, one might say.
Accountability, a word that Brooke Kaufman has never heard in her sweet little life and death. Oh God.
Brooke Kaufman, rest her soul.
If she still has one, is it cool?
We've been thinking of Margot's been fretting over that for a while now.
Yeah.
Oh boy. I feel like we should have an intro.
Let's do it. Let's play the intro.
We have an intro. It's so fancy. Forgot we had an intro.
Yeah. Okay, we are back. And one of the things that was just said was, why do I feel like we were more innocent when those things were done? I agree with you. And I was thinking about this, you know, when I was not getting out of bed and should have been. The fact that these characters have grown up so fast and so hard. Like
some
the
more
world
than others.
slapped them in the face.
It's very sad.
And that's kind of why an epilogue, because so much happened so fast, and I am really bad with timing and time in general, but like also when running games. So that's something that I'm going to be working on. But
you're doing amazing, sweetie.
Thanks. I'm trying. I'm trying. The thing to ask you, because you don't want me to ask you, is what do you remember?
What do you remember, Shawnee? Sorry, it's been a while since I've had an MC. I'm just feeling very flippant.
It's fine.
I'll be cooperative. I'm sorry, I'll cooperate.
What do you want, Shawnee? Brackets flippantly. Okay, what? Sorry, the question is, what do I remember of the game in general, or like where we left off?
Good question. Good follow-up.
You know what? Either.
Oh my God.
Either. Not necessarily
the open-ended nature.
It's not a choice.
Okay, I'll give like a super bird's eye view and then swoop in a little bit closer. So super bird's eye view is going to be we were all brought to a mysterious summer camp, and it was a bit of a hot mess for a hot minute, was revealed it was taking place in the Fae realm. Characters kind of started to bond, maybe not as much as we all would have liked.
Yup.
And then they had some private lessons. There was some drama. Rhea's killed a ghoul, and the ghoul came back, and that was a big emotional moment for her.
Like, oh no.
Then Lai saw their death? Question mark? And that was a whole thing. And then we were like, oh shit, we're in the middle of learning how to be hunters. Go on a hunt now. Haha, it'll be fine. To neutralize, to put it nicely, a nest of newborn vampires. It was revealed, obviously, that one Skylar Moore had created them all, which was unfortunate, but we could have seen coming. And whilst in the nest of vampires, we all got tranquilized, taken to a weird dream world with a secret organization that's name I don't remember, nor do I think I could pronounce it if I read it out loud.
I remember Matha.
Kjuren Fodringen.
Thank you for providing the name. So we were all there, and that was a hot mess. We got out not too peacefully or easily, but we made it. Brooke sucked for the cause. And then
shout out.
The kind of final episode moments included Lai once again seeing their own murder of their father and death, and realize that the only reason they survived was thanks to the help of some time-hopping children. Of course, being Reyes and Alison. And then
why not?
There was a lot of tense discussion. Lai killed one of the twins, Jasmine. And there was a tearful reunion betwixt not only Alison and her mother, but also Mama Reyes and Alison's mom, whose name is escaping me.
Ari.
Wow.
Ari.
Oh,
no,
sorry.
Ari and Noel.
I missed that. Yeah.
Yes, Ari and Noel. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so they had their reunion. It was very beautiful. And then Lai and Carmel kissed. And everyone was going to have a nice, happy, pleasant dinner together when we ended the episode. And no one suggested maybe killing themselves.
Interesting that. Okay.
Yeah.
Because also that's an important note. Lai is apparently somehow a cure for monstering.
Correct.
Just little details. Just small, little, tiny details.
Hey, Danny.
Hiya. Hello.
What do you remember? Hey.
Hello.
Hello. What do you
About
about?
what?
Hey. Can you see the stream? Can you see the overlay?
Yeah, now I can. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you remember about that?
It's
not the overlay. Not
crafting an
overlay. No.
What was your artistic process?
Tell us about the artistic process of this overlay.
It's not what I would like, but for an amateur, it's not so bad. Anyway, I don't know if Phoebe did a good job. Margot has been going through some things. I know for sure that she.
What is an important thing that she does not know?
One.
I mean, just pick one.
Most important things Margot still doesn't know, and that's pretty much that's integral to her character, I think.
What is one? Okay, well, name one.
What werewolves do other than kill when they hunt, and that is a choice. Why she doesn't have the urge to kill. Oh, you said name one. Sorry. Margot doesn't like killing things, and she's become more resolute in that over the course of the 3 days that season 2 happened over. It's much more than 3 days for us, but in game,
that
Well,
3
it
days.
was
And
it was 3 days up until there was also, like, a 2-week time jump because we were in a weird dream
right.
world where
We were in a
real
weird
life went much
coma.
more quickly.
Yeah. There was that. And she doesn't know about the source of like the time travel. She knows it has to do with the fact that she is sleeping with a psychic who apparently she's not supposed to do that.
She doesn't know that's her
She
fault.
doesn't know that. That is the thing that she doesn't know.
That is going to be a conversation at some point that Lai's gonna have of like, "Hey, thanks for
Like,
saving my life?" Question mark, but also you shouldn't have done that.
yeah,
So
but
we'll get
also
there.
Margot doesn't remember that. And it took me a really long time during our last like episode when we were doing the finale, or yeah, the finale. When we did that initial thing, it was a flashback for you and like for like the audience, but Margot doesn't remember that happening ever.
Mhm.
So
Well, the way that transpired, Lai didn't either. Lai has a different set of memories of how that went.
yeah, and if I might be so bold for a moment here, the thing that Alison doesn't really know is like how many of her memories are like correct. Because that
Mhm.
started to get real wonky during this season. We
Yeah.
don't know whether she's remembering things correctly. We know that she can see have visions into the past, and apparently that she can like alter it, or maybe some combination of her and Margot can alter it. We have no idea. They have no idea. Alison has no idea. Margot doesn't think it's her though. I just want to put that out there. Margot definitely doesn't think she has anything to do with it.
Mhm.
So she brought two people back from the dead, apparently. um,
Thanks. One of
in
them was a good one. One of them. Well, both.
you?
Eh.
Um, I'm glad Lai's here. I'm glad Lai is
I'm
alive.
glad Lai's here. I think Lai's cool.
I like Lai. I love my
Uh,
sweet Lai Morgan.
Sweet Lai. Sweet Lai.
Did Carmel and Lai kiss?
They did
Yes,
kiss.
they
Yes,
did.
Yes.
that's
That
what I
was something
remember.
I specifically had to go that was why I had to, like, go back and watch the last little bit of that to be like, "Okay, I remember most of what happened, but did they actually
They
have
kissed.
a kiss?
They kissed.
Did they actually?" And they did. They did have a kiss.
They kissed. It was great.
And Margot
So,
went, "Ow," in the distance, because somehow she knew. She could tell in her heart, she knew.
Mm-hmm. Somehow.
she got good ears.
She
Wait, is
looked into
that
the
the
fourth
sound of
wall.
kissing?
She broke the fourth wall and like looked at me and saw that I was smiling.
I
And
mean,
was like,
Margot is always, like, the audience surrogate, I feel, so her breaking the fourth wall is not shocking.
the next season is
Arguably.
gonna be like Parks and Rec style, like
We could just get little like, character cutaway interviews. Honestly, I fuck with that so hard because the amount of times that would have been so helpful in season 1 because Brooke did have motives that made sense, and it did not appear that way. That would have been sick.
the
I feel like if
misunderstandings were great though, to
they
be
were
fair.
so funny, but they didn't happen on camera. They all happened, like, betwixt us, like, after the session or, like, when
That's
we were
valid.
texting, like so it I fuck with that is what I'm saying. I think that could
There
be
are things
very
y'all
funny.
don't know about
That has been noted. There will be cutaways. We'll do cutaway interviews. That's actually just gonna be a thing
it's like
now. We're
here's
gonna
the
do
thing,
that.
That's
I
just
fucking hate his ass.
Whe
But
whether I get people to, like, take off headphones and just have, like, a little one-on-one interview
yeah.
situation, I don't know, but
we have a
God,
second
that's
overlay.
so funny.
We have a second overlay where we're just like
I you know what? We'll add it.
Yes. Oh my god, I'm obsessed.
I mean, that's kind of
Yes.
what these "what do you remember" things are, because sometimes you make us do them in character, and we're like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
"Here's
I
the
do.
thing: if Skylar wasn't such a little bitch boy, we wouldn't have had like."
Well, and I think that's the thing. I feel like season 1, I don't feel like I really ever did them as Brooke.
You
Whereas
didn't.
Mm.
season 2, I almost always do them as Lai.
Lie's a lot more introspective.
Exactly.
Like,
Whereas Brooke is just like, what can I light on fire today?
Let's go.
hmm. Am I sucking for the cause or not? Is that okay?
Is that a thing that needs to be okay?
Let's check my journal.
Let's check my journal.
Um,
Jesus.
so one of the things that I did not decide because I don't know how to decide it because
Because of who you are as a person.
me. Is how much time has passed since the last?
That seems really
That's so important.
That seems foundational.
Why would that? Yo, why? Because I didn't give you that information anyway. It doesn't matter whether or not I chose.
I honestly thought that was the only thing you had decided. And
I
we were
was
gonna go from there.
Yeah.
I mean, I have
that's
a
what I
vague
thought.
understanding of. I have a vague
Oh,
like, hey, it's
God.
2 weeks later ish, but like, I'm not being specific because,
I'm just here to have fun with my friends.
huh?
I'm just here to have fun with my friends.
So what I'll do is ask both of you to roll 2d6.
I have dice
Sure.
somewhere.
Okay.
I remember the game that we play.
I got an 8 or 2 4s, depending on what you need to know.
I got a I got a 5 or a 3 and a 2, depending on what you need to know.
You know what? 13 days have passed.
Oh, it's not so
Groovy.
bad. That's
That's
barely
easy.
any time.
That's 2 weeks. It worked out roughly what I thought. But if you both rolled ones, then it would have been 4 days have passed.
I
Mhm.
genuinely thought it was going to be months and months later, so I have no span.
See, I was like, are we picking up like straight away? Because you keep saying about how we never finished summer camp. So I'm like, oh.
I thought it was going to be Christmas, so we
How
were
long
just
is summer
all
camp?
over the place.
I love that my understanding of time means that there is no understanding of time.
0.
Not in the world that you've created, no.
Also,
there is
not
no-
in my little brain
Yeah.
either. But that's unrelated to you. That's just me also.
What it is.
This is what it is.
QR code. Let me make a note. Thank you, Sam.
Ooh, scary light.
Drama. Also, fully unrelated. Sorry, Danny, do we have the same ring light?
Probably.
Is yours a USB?
Yeah.
And it has a little clicker on it and different light settings?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
It is 2 weeks later.
All right.
13 days to be specific, but like,
Mhm.
welcome to Daybreak Prep, where the same thing, different things can happen on the same day, in the same period of time, at the same time, with the same characters. Everything has been quiet, not silent. People are just giving you time to rest, and people are encouraging you to experience life for a bit. Noelle has been staying with the Reyes family because she is alive and her sister is not. She has not gone home because no decision was made about it. There is an assumption that has been made that it needs to become a discussion as to what is going to happen, but it hasn't been had yet. Jasmine is dead. So there are a number of consequences or repercussions or outcomes from that. For Alison, mostly positive ones, because there is no one that can potentially read her mind, and so she's chill. Whether or not she knows what day it is and whether or not that's actually the day that it is, who knows? Different question. As in, she doesn't know how, like, which memories are which or where or how, because her memory got fucked with so much. So, like, as we were saying beforehand, what is time? Summer camp was not finished. Summer camp is technically still going on. However, the doorman has changed because I can't hear you. Hang on a sec. Are you muted?
Jordan's dead?
Yes, that was one of the outcomes from.
I forgot.
Yeah. Jordan is dead. And so Lynn, Ren, either of those has taken over that task. And is doing it, but she doesn't have the experience or the length or the all of the historical knowledge that Jordan had. Which means that the training that could be happening at summer camp is wonky. But no one made the two of you go back to summer camp. Or at least you've been told that you're welcome to go back when you want or if you want, but you were required to take a break first because what you went through was big. You need sleep, you need rest, you need time. So 2 weeks have passed, and it is that time okay. Lie.
Mhm.
The big guy's giving you a bit of space because the last time you spoke, the question was, "Hey, can you kill me though? Because I'm a
Oh,
danger."
it's normal questions to ask your dad. I don't know.
Very simple question to ask your dad. And your dad's response was, "How about you wait and see?"
He said, "If you want, but maybe think about it first."
If you want, but like you like how about we just
Let's not be rash.
let's
Not be
question it for
impulsive.
a bit.
Yeah.
In the intervening time,
Mhm.
what over those 2 weeks, what would Lai have done if essentially relieved of duties, not fired, just relieved of duties, relieved of the requirement to do anything?
Right. Um, hmm. I feel like Lai's the kind of person who, like, doesn't super love relaxing time and, like, doesn't relax. Like, it's always, like, waiting, for the next job, the next shift, the next, tingle on the back of their neck, um, the next reaping. And so I think, like, the idea of being told, like, "You're off for 2 weeks," like, "Don't come in," kind of thing, is definitely very weird. Um, God, I don't even know. I think at some point, like, they probably would have texted Tallulah, uh, in the real world just to, like, say hello, but I think they're also very weary of her now with this whole secret society thing that she's apparently in that wants their blood. So that's a little yikesy. Um, I think maybe depending if there's like a lake nearby or something, they would probably like to spend a lot of time by the lake. Given that that is, I would assume, where Carmel's most comfortable.
Mhm.
And Lai wants to like have an understanding of like the way that her life differs when she's in the water versus on land and things like that. So I think a lot of that time has probably been dedicated to like learning about her because all of their like reaping and hunting duties and responsibilities have obviously been on land on the surface. They've had like very little interaction with that. Um and I think they've probably had like some interesting conversations about the way that like Selkies perceive death and things like that. Cause I remember she made a really wonderful comment at one point about how, like, back home, death is just like sinking and you go down, like very deep and things like that. And so I think they would kind of like wonder what that was like and things like that. Um, but they're also definitely not great at the don't work thing. So they are still like, what's death like in these different cultures? And like, still doing their job, if not as actively.
So, a sort of busman's holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. If you were to text Tallulah, what would you say?
Probably like, hey, hope you're doing well. Sorry, that was weird.
I think that she would probably like respond with like, it's totally cool. I definitely seen weirder. It was good to see you either way.
Yeah, maybe just next time, the real world.
Sure. When?
I'm on vacation right now. I'll let you know when I get back.
Cool. Have fun. But let me know when you get back. Seriously, we should talk.
Definitely need to talk.
Later, lie. LOL.
They sent back like a peace sign or something. Emojis versus emoticons. I don't know if there would have been peace sign emojis at that point.
We can have emojis if we want emojis.
We can have it. I mean, we have selkies. We have.
We can have emojis.
We have werewolves. We have vampires. We can have emojis.
Okay.
Have what you want.
Only peace sign emojis though. There's like only hand-based emojis.
No gifts either. Like
yeah, no moving.
and only
just
the
like
yellow one.
Peace sign.
No
a thumbs
tones.
up.
No skin tones. Just the yellow ones.
Just the yellow ones. Because yellow isn't a skin tone. We don't associate.
It's fine. It's fine. We're not going to talk about it. This was before that.
This was before that. This was before anyone really thought about it.
Yeah.
So avoiding a towel. It sounds like.
Sounds like, yeah.
Yeah, because what if my ex-girlfriend tries to get my blood? That's a little yikesy, okay?
It is.
That's some Brooke Ray. Like, that's some Brooke shit.
We know some people like that already.
We've already been there.
It's just a little yikesy.
I love the whole, I'm on vacation, but when I get back, sure, we can talk about my blood.
When I get back, hopefully you don't ask if you can have some of my fucking blood.
I think maybe, like, after probably a couple of days, like, Tallulah would just be like, are you actually on vacation? Or are you just freaking out about something or another?
They would send back my version of vacation, and it would be like their boots on the edge of a pond. With like a picture of like their boots on the edge of a pond.
So you walk the block. Cool.
There are multiple bodies of water in the world.
Yeah, but that one looks pretty familiar. Okay. Point taken. I mean no harm. We don't have to talk about anything you don't want to talk about. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know. Just still a lot to think about.
I used to be that when you had breaks from things, you would hang out with me, but okay. Cool. I will check back in with you whenever you're back. And then she puts that in quotes.
Okay.
No, she's going to put it between two peace sign emojis.
I love that. Okay.
Oh, Tallulah.
Yeah, stay safe out there, Tal.
You too, lie.
Peace sign emoji.
Tal suspect 3.
would be around Lai as much as Lai wants Carmel around.
Mm-hmm.
She has been included in that 2 weeks of rest because she went on the hunt. That makes sense. She should be resting.
And then like chilled in the underworld for a hot minute. That's probably at least a little stressful, just from the shock of it all.
Sorry, the fake hunt. Important to note. It wasn't. I mean, it was real, but like it was a setup.
Fake hunt. 2 words.
What I heard.
Hunt.
What I heard.
That's what I heard too.
That's why
what I
stopped and
said.
went, huh?
That's what I
Didn't
said.
know.
No, it's not what we heard.
No.
No, it's not what we heard.
Wait, what did you hear?
What you said was the fake hunt.
I was like,
It took
like,
a moment for me to understand what.
when
you
did
said.
that come up? Like when did fake hunt come up?
That is.
I was like,
that is a product.
what did I forget from last season?
That is a product of my audience and not my disposition. None of that has anything to do with me and everything to do with you guys who are listening.
Yes.
Specifically the two of you.
Abso-fucking-lutely. That's on us. And I'll own that. Anyway.
We started talking about personal things way too soon, and I have not been prepared.
Okay.
It's been a while.
Fake
It's been a minute.
Please.
What was the fabricated adventure?
The setup that they were put under, I believe, if I am not mistaken,
yes,
the hunt, the hunting.
Sometimes they do hunt. Yes.
They did not go where they thought they were going to go.
Correct.
And eventually, this did lead to them being in Jasmine's weird hospital thing and in the dream realm, somewhere between the regular world and like the Fey realm or whatever. So, the circumstances, one might ascertain, circumstances of this hunt, were fabricated.
Okay.
So it wasn't real. It was a fake.
Fabricated search.
It was all contrived, and it was a setup.
The hunt was a setup. That's all.
Yes, it was. It technically wasn't, because you did deal with a nest of vampires for the most part.
But that were only created for the purpose of us dealing with them.
They were
a trap, but they still needed to be dealt with.
Well, sure, but like they were a trap. They were like decoy. They were vampires, but they were like decoys. The only reason they needed to be dealt with was because someone put them there so that we would come and deal with them.
Yes.
So that we could be captured.
Yes.
Which we were.
Which you were.
Yes.
Which is unfortunate.
Which is unfortunate because we did not look into that at all.
Well,
we did not
you didn't look into that, but you were also told by, the grown-ups that you didn't necessarily need to. And yet they did not expect that either.
Me wanting to leap to Lai's defense and be like, they're 22, they're a grown-up, me 24.
No.
They're still babies. Me 10 years older than Lai. They're babies.
Right. Baby. Me, my age. Me too, also baby.
Baby.
I still wouldn't know.
Me, human Phoebe, hello? No. Also not a grown-up.
I don't know anything.
Still baby. Psychologist, still baby.
Still baby.
One day I'll decide what I'm going to do when I grow up.
Same. Mood.
Carmel spends all of the time she can with Lai. Lai would see Carmel's Selkie form. Which has not been seen by Lai before.
What's it look like?
When so mythology around mermaids suggests that they, and I mean, Selkies by Monsterhearts standards have a pelt. They have a seal-like pelt. Um, what Carmel looks like is a cross between a mermaid and a seal, except the tail is not furry. It is not, in fact, a pelt. The skin would be thick. It is skin. There are scales, but not a great deal. It looks more like armor. So specifically
Like
placed.
armadillo-y?
More like
I'm thinking like large plates or like
no, fish scale.
still fish scale. Okay.
Still fish scale.
Or like
More
iridescent.
so.
I was thinking about colors. Please go on.
It is iridescent. Is that what you were asking? Yeah. So it is a blue tail. It is long, thick. I'm gonna stop with that. But because it is a combination of scale and thick skin, it means that she could or can and has tattooed it.
Cool.
There are tattoos running all the way along her tail down to fins. It is as though she has a sleeve on her tail.
Yes. Wait, when does that mean when she's not in Selkie form, do her legs have tattoos?
Which wouldn't have been noted before because she's always worn either long skirts or long pants.
Absolutely. We love a tatted queen.
Let's see some ankles.
And it's interesting because let's see some ankles kind of, it gets to the point because around where her ankle would be on her tail, she has had a new tattoo added.
Fresh ink.
Fresh ink. It is a little struck match. I knew it.
You ever cry?
You ever cry?
Which is something she couldn't have experienced unless she had been on land.
Yeah, that's so cute. Oh my god. You ever cry? Real tears.
The real ones.
Incredible.
Whether or not Lai notices that or not, I presume that they would. But whether or not Lai notices that, that's just what she's done. She doesn't necessarily tell Lai about it unless she's asked about it.
I mean, what person, when looking at another person's tattoos, isn't like, where did you get the idea for this? So I feel like definitely one day had like a whole conversation where like they probably spent a good chunk of the afternoon, if it's like a whole sleeve, essentially, like going over all of like the different tattoos and where they came from and things like that.
Would Lai go into the water?
Yeah, I actually don't think that Lai can swim. But they would like dangle their feet in, or if she would teach them, they would try to learn, kind of thing. But I think very realistically, they essentially were an orphan from age 8 and then lived in the underworld where there's probably not swim classes, and so never learned.
I love the idea of like the skeletons trying to teach you to swim.
They're like, think buoyant thoughts, and Lai's like, you can't float. How can I? Like, what?
It's because we're porous.
They probably tried like once and it went horribly wrong. So yeah, Lai just doesn't know how to swim.
Heavy boots,
but is certainly willing to learn.
Carmel cannot teach Lai because Carmel has a tail. Carmel doesn't understand how humans
Can
do
she not swim in human form?
Why would she?
Like, as soon as she's in the water, does she turn into a Selkie?
As soon as she's in the water, she can choose to. It doesn't make sense to her.
Right? Why wouldn't she?
Yeah. Why? Like that doesn't. The concept doesn't make sense to her, so she doesn't. She hasn't. She
Absolutely.
might now
Makes
that Lai
sense.
exists, but she doesn't know how to either, so the first
Losing
time
my mind at the idea of them learning how to swim together, and then at one point, Lai probably starts drowning and Carmel has to, like, turn into a Selkie again to save them. The
Yeah.
fanfic writes itself, everyone.
Oh my god,
Itself.
please. Give it to me.
Into my veins.
Their ship name is Carly.
That's true. That's true and
Carlisle.
accurate.
Carlisle Cullen.
It's an Easter egg.
We've been here before, I don't like it, can we leave?
Surprise.
Wanna leave? So yeah, the response is more, "I'll learn with you, but you can't breathe, and I don't want you to drown."
What am I gonna do, die?
Yeah. That
Okay.
isn't that the point?
Yeah, I mean, I might not, but my dad's
I
not gonna keep me down there.
I would rather you didn't.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just saying I could come back as, like, a ghost, a skeleton, I don't know. You'd have your pick, really, I bet he'd let me pick. I could pick. Ooh.
What would you wanna be if not?
I don't know. I feel like ghosts have some limitations because you're corporeal or you're not, and it's really dependent on your emotions, and I'm pretty level-headed, but that just seems like a bit of a risk. Um, Ghoul, the Hungers, that just is messy territory. I think probably Kalaka. That's what a lot of my, I call them my aunts and uncles, they're like the undead things that raised me, you got to meet a lot of them.
Yeah.
They can kinda pick, and they can look human, or they can look skeletal, or a lot creepier. Uh, so yeah, if I had to pick, I'd probably
Would you
want that.
would you have to be in the underworld all the time, or would you be able to?
No, I could, go back and forth. I mean, I can go back and forth right now. But whereas right now while I'm alive, I spend majority of time up here and I just visit there, it'd probably be the opposite, uh, if I was somehow dead.
Let's keep you alive,
Yeah, that's the plan.
please.
You asked me to stay. That's the plan.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you wanna do?
Swim?
I mean, like, all of your life.
Uh, I think I have a pretty sweet deal right now. I mean, I like what I do as a reaper, so I don't wanna change that part. And anything beyond that, honestly, I'm kind of open to. The most important part is that I'm helping people, but as a reaper, I'm always gonna be doing that. So, I like being a hunter. Um, I really like getting to work with the Reyes family, so I'd like to keep doing that. Um, but I don't know. I'd do anything anywhere, really.
You didn't choose that, you just do it, right?
Yeah, I guess I got lucky that I like the thing that was picked for me anyway.
If you could choose, what would you do?
Still this? I guess I I don't know anything different, and, I don't know. I think this, though.
Did you ever wanna be something when you were little?
Um, I don't I don't know. Honestly, I don't really remember much, from before, so probably, but I couldn't tell you what. I mean, I don't know what do kids wanna do, like, be doctors or something? Like, I probably was just a normal kid, but, um
When I was a kid, we went to, the pole, and I wanted to be a penguin for a long time, but that doesn't can't do that. It's a job.
you can't be a professional penguin.
Can't be a professional penguin, especially since
Interesting.
whales and seals and polar bears will destroy you. They're just
It'd be a
cute.
dangerous
Penguins are
business.
cute, but,
Yeah,
they live in a precarious place in the food
that's
chain.
true. It's dangerous up there.
Yeah.
So, you, like, didn't freeze in those cold waters? You were just, like, fine?
Thick skin.
Thick skin.
Yeah.
Have you, like, been around the whole world?
The water part? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, 70% water, that's the whole world, right? Close
Mm,
enough.
yeah, yeah. Most of it.
Uh, I've been here and down.
Well, I
So I
haven't
guess maybe that, uh, I guess I'd like to see more.
me too. Should we see more?
Yeah, but I can't swim there. So
Oh.
we're gonna have to stick with the 30%. That's walkable.
Oh, okay. I that sounds like that makes sense. I mean, I can be up there. I can I can do the 30%. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll just show each other the parts we, haven't seen, which is most of it, it sounds like, most of that 30%.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd like the North Pole, though. I don't have thick skin.
Well, can't I mean, you wear clothes.
Yeah. I don't know, they make snowsuits in black.
You'd look like a penguin.
Alright, then we'll make your dream come true. We'll go be penguins.
Um, roll to 10 someone.
Okay, alright.
That's fair.
Let's see, how do we I think I have a -1. Oh, I have a 0 hot. Okay, no negatives at least.
That's right. You're welcome.
That's a 9! Wow!
Yes.
That's easily the highest I've ever rolled on hot for lie. So, that's a mixed success?
It is a mixed success.
I wish I
Um,
could help.
Reyes helps from the distance.
well, Reyes
Oh.
still has that help, but I doubt that Reyes is by this pool.
No, nowhere near. No.
Yeah.
Me, Danielle wants to help is the thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No,
I mean, a 7 to 9 is still pretty good given that she is my girlfriend, I think. She's probably not going to, like, flee the scene,
Is this the
I
first
would
time y'all have said
guess.
that?
I get embarrassed and act awkward. No.
They're Facebook official.
I guess I don't know if they've had that conversation, like, in character, but that's my presumption.
It happened in the confessionals.
I would like that. Um are are you flirting with me?
Bly does that thing, like, when you spray water in a cat's face where they're like and they just get, y well, yes, but also I mean it.
Is isn't that flirting?
Depends on who's flirting.
Oh. Well,
But it's me, so yes, I mean the things I say.
okay. Well, I am flirting with you.
And you're doing a wonderful job.
Thank you.
Hey, Carmel.
Mhm.
I don't have thick skin, so I need you to keep me warm.
I can do that.
Yeah. Thank you.
And she gives you a hug.
And Mai gives her a kiss.
And she kisses back.
Mm-hmm.
Why? I like flirting.
I'll make a note of that. I'll try to do it more, I guess. I can try.
Good, because I like flirting with you.
The feeling is mutual.
So over this 10 days, 13 days, is there a fade to black?
The GM ever ask you, are they fucking?
Did they go back to the tent?
Are
So to speak.
they fucking?
In a really, really strange way. What I'm asking is what that dick do.
God.
I felt it in my spirit. I felt it. What did it do?
What a throwback. Wow.
I feel like it's a constant.
Yeah, I guess.
It's
I
a
guess that
year-old
is.
constant now. It is a year-old constant.
It's a tradition now. Almost.
It's a tradition. It's a
What
requirement.
that dick do?
What did that do?
I think that dick is very respectful
Please.
and
Please.
probably doesn't like super initiate things, but like would follow the vibe.
The dick
You
cannot.
know?
I'm
Say it.
sorry?
Say
I
it.
was gonna say the dick cannot be me as a person. You can't just associate like.
But that's the point. I mean, that's the whole reason we contrived the function of asexuality in this game the way that we did is based on all three of us.
That's valid.
So
Yeah.
that's
That
the answer is like
respectful D though. Thank you, Sam.
Thank you,
respectful D. Yeah, it depends on like what Carmel's vibe is because I feel like sex probably is quite different for her historically, given that she's been a Selkie for most of her life.
What do you
And
want that
hasn't
dick to do?
entered human form very
What I'm going to tell
frequently.
you is that I just rolled because I was like, oh yeah, that we should probably check what her vibe is. She rolled a 12.
Carmel leapt out of the fiction.
I just
to
rolled
say.
and it's just
So we
Whatever.
said what we followed the vibe. Carmel said, keep it feral, fucker.
yeah, Carmel said we fucking.
Carmel said, what that dick do though?
Yeah.
Please.
Carmel said
Thank you
that
to
dick
Carmel
did.
and the dice for remembering the core ethos of Daybreak Prep, which is keep it feral, fuck her.
Oh,
So yes,
Keep it feral. Fuck her.
they did fuck her. So please make a note on her character sheet that she now has the condition a friend on the other side.
Oh yeah.
That's
Are you
important.
ready?
So and I feel like that's maybe really nice in other games where we're not so heavily like consent focused, where like we have characters who absolutely will not die because we have decided that and we don't kill characters without consent.
Yeah.
But that is essentially plot armor built in for the audience.
Love that.
Oh, I've been told several times I'm not allowed to kill her by several different people, in fact. So
Yeah. She's been safe since day one.
Yeah.
She's been protected since she was talking about
She's in bubble wrap.
The fucking chickpeas.
The chickpeas! The
Clothes on
jackets that they
chickpeas.
wear.
Yeah. I mean, even before that in my heart, but that was what really solidified it. But I feel like friend on the other side means that somehow the big guy knows. The big guy knows that they fucked.
Somewhere, the big guy's like,
Hang on.
my child.
My child.
An allosexual. The big guy, an allosexual. My child.
This implies that the big guy fucks. But we'll revisit that at a later date.
You've never seen Lucifer?
You don't know.
Of course the big guy fucks.
Big guy does fuck. You don't know.
You know what he does.
Lie wouldn't ask.
You know
No,
what he
I
does.
absolutely wouldn't ask. But like, more people fuck than we think about, so
Stop.
Anyway,
Stop.
hard pivot.
Pivot right out of that. I'm looking for the Selkie sex move so that I can apply it
I
here.
forgot.
Yay. Love sex moves. We rarely had them come up this season, and I'm like, oh, the sex
shit.
moves are so fun.
Um,
What is the Selkie sex move is that you learn how to swim, and you're very good at it.
I'll read it for you because it means that you then have a decision to make. When you have sex with someone, it counts as submerging yourself in water. Since all oceans tell you their secrets, gain a string on someone else they've had sex with.
Oh.
So Carmel gets a string on someone else that Lai has had sex with.
Tallulah?
Interesting. So that would, I guess, Shawnee, you can pick. That would either be Tallulah or Jared, but I feel like Tallulah's been on screen more, so that's maybe more relevant.
Yeah, who's Jared?
Yeah, Jared hasn't come up. Jared was Lai's first ever boyfriend. A first person Lai ever dated at all. Was Jared. Tallulah was number 2, and then now Carmel.
Tallulah in my head. No, I was number 1. Thanks.
Number 1 in everyone's heart. Okay, so Carmel now has a string on Tallulah.
That could be so spicy later. I love that.
Oh my goodness. Because they don't know each other.
No.
Unless
she
Lai
just randomly knows a secret now about Tallulah. Not that Lai would make any efforts to keep Tallulah a secret or anything like that. It's just like, has it come up? If it has, then they've told her about Tallulah, and if not, then they haven't.
Tallulah's been texting, so
yeah. What's Lai's facial? What are Lai's facial expressions like when they're sending all of these peace signs?
I don't know. I feel like no one has conscious facial expressions whilst sending.
I do.
Text messages.
I do also, but
my
question is more. One of those included a photograph of a pond that I'm imagining that Carmel would have been around somewhere near there.
Oh, certainly. Again, Lai's making no efforts to not tell. Again, just if it comes up, it comes up. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Yeah, but what would have
because
been
that's the kind of person Lai is.
What's Lai thinking? What is the thought around Tallulah when messaging?
I don't know. It's probably just like I don't know. This is my pal, but I'm a little bit nervous and leery of her now because of this whole connection. Is she gonna try to take my blood?
Yeah. Okay.
So I would say at least especially the couple days later, whenever Tal texted again, it was like Lai was responding with brow furrowed.
Yeah. So Tallulah, Carmel at that point would just ask, "Everything okay?"
Yeah, just some weird shit from the dream world. My friend Tallulah was there, and I'm paranoid about how that's gonna go. But
do you want me to come along?
That's That's a problem for after vacation.
Do you want to go back to camp?
Um, maybe. Do you?
Um, yeah, I think so. But you don't have to. I just didn't finish learning. That's all.
Okay. Then yeah. As long as you don't mind if I'm there too.
No, I would like it. I just didn't want to make you do things you don't want to do. That's all.
I'm happy to go back.
Okay.
A Wellington.
An Addy dog. So branded. um okay. We can I'll just put a pin in that for the moment.
Mhm.
Margot Reyes, please. You are muted.
Hello.
Hello. What do you do with your vacation, Margot
I
Reyes?
feel like this is a great time to take our break.
Because you don't know.
So that I can think about it. And
Okay.
also, look at his face. Here's a distraction. Look at his face.
He does not want us to see it.
He
No,
says, "Excuse me, where's my meal?
he's
Where's my
hungry.
meal?"
You want dinner?
Where's my food? I want food.
You
Feed
want
me.
food? You
Feed me
hungry?
now.
James needs a meal.
Mom, please.
You hungry?
Okay. We will take a break.
And when we come back, I will remember how to play Margot Reyes.
Is that Kyle? Is that Kyle?
It is Kyle.
Hey.
Kyle.
It is Kyle.
Hey.
Hi, Kyle.
We
Hello,
will take a
Princess.
break, and we shall return once everyone has been fed and Margot has figured out what she did with her holiday, or is doing with her holiday, or who she's doing with her holiday, I guess. I mean, it's Margot. I don't know.
No. That's valid.
That's tea.
We'll be back.
Tea?
Are you looking for what?
I'm hoping to talk to Margot Reyes, if you know her.
Really?
Is that it? Yes. Hey, I'm Margot, right?
Yeah. You can call me Reyes. It's what everybody else calls me.
You seem thrilled to meet me.
Yeah. Is it bad that I just want you to play all of these characters? We have all of these NPCs now.
I'll get popcorn. I'll watch this scene. Let's go. What are they talking about, Shawnee?
What are Alison and Tammy talking about? I need to know.
What are Alison and Tammy talking about? Okay, so Alison has filled up her water, and Tammy is now also filling up a water canteen. And Tammy says, "So I definitely hear you, but like, are you having fun? Are you having a good time? Are there any reviews? Do you need to make a review?" And Allison's like, Margot said that that y'all were quiet about that. And Tammy says, "No, well, you weren't quiet, so I don't understand why I should have to be quiet." We have a good time. That's not a good enough review. We're gonna have to Margot!
What?
You gotta do better.
So anyway,
yeah.
I love Tammy.
Yeah, I'm aware. At what?
What exactly is your fuck technique? Because it's not good enough. Yeah, that was my response too.
But what were you talking? She like kind of looks like sidelong sort of. I was like, what are you telling her? Are you not happy?
No. I am ecstatic.
I mean, I figured I was.
I'm ecstatic. I'm ecstatic. I just, you know, I did not expect to be asked that while I was just feeling my.
Were you talking to my cousin about?
No. She asked. I didn't. I wasn't.
Kimmy, why? Is this the place? Are people listening to us? Like,
I can hear you.
Poor Margot. Oh my god.
You can see and hear in her tone that it's not totally fine.
I know you're a werewolf? I mean, I'm a hunter, but like very specifically a reaper. Things that should be dead and aren't, I make them dead. This was not the introduction that I expected.
You can see and hear in her tone that it's not totally fine. Is Jay with us?
No.
Oh, what the fuck, Jay?
They're chilling.
They're vibing. What do you want them to do?
They're just chilling. Jay?
They're vibing. J vibes. You hear whispers.
Cool. Listen, I don't want to intrude. I'm just here on a game, a hunt game. I'm assuming you're part of it. If not, I can go.
All of the hairs on the back of your neck rise. Just all of them. The place that you have stepped into is haunted. And I'm going to put a capital H on it.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. It was implied, by the way you said haunted.
Thank you.
For
Thank
sure,
you. Yeah.
it was implied.
You heard the capital H. I tried. And they are all quite happy to be here.
Okay. They don't respond. My hair just goes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to use one of my powers of death called License to Depart.
Oh, provoked they are. They all rush you.
Okay.
Not me.
I'm gonna shoot them.
You're gonna shoot them? Okay.
I'm gonna shoot them.
You're gonna shoot them.
I'd like to shoot them.
No, roll to shoot them.
I'd like to.
Tell us what it looks like when Lai fires their weapon.
Okay, so the pieces of Lai's gun, which they pulled out of various pockets, consist of the grip, a barrel, and a gas tank that goes on top. Because Lai's gun shoots flaming bullets.
Oh, great.
Think of it as looking like a small handheld flamethrower, or almost like a paintball gun. My job.
Things are dying, and others are catching from the flame. The whole room is just on fire. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna recreate that gif of someone coming back with pizza. The whole room is on fire.
With, like, the blanket trying to put it out.
Yes, the whole room is on fire. Margot and Alison, you see a doorway?
Great.
You can see through the doorway. Everything in the room is on fire, and there's just Lai standing in the middle of it.
What the fuck?
I whip around and see Margot through the doorway.
What the fuck?
Damn, Ari told me that this would be awkward, but like, Christ.
Are you looking for What?
I'm hoping to talk to Margot Reyes, if you know her.
Really?
Is that it? Yes. Hey, I'm Margot, right?
Yeah. You can call me Reyes. It's what everybody else calls me.
You seem thrilled to meet me.
Yeah. Is it bad that I just want you to play all of this here? We have all of these NPCs now.
I'll get popcorn. I'll watch this scene. Let's go. What are they talking about, Shawnee?
What are Alison and Tammy talking about? I need to know.
What are Alison and Tammy talking about? Okay, so Alison has filled up her water, and Tammy is now also filling up a water canteen. And Tammy says, "So I definitely hear you, but like, are you having fun? Are you having a good time? Do you have are there any reviews? Do you need to make a review?" And Allison's like, Margot said that it was that y'all were quiet about that." And Tammy says, "No, well, you weren't quiet, so I don't understand why I should have to be quiet." We have a good time. That's not a good enough review. We're gonna have to Margot!
What?
You gotta do better.
So anyway,
yeah.
I love Tammy.
Yeah, I'm aware. At what?
What exactly is your fuck technique? Because it's not good enough. Yeah, that was my response too.
But what were you talking? She like kind of looks like sidelong sort of. I was like, what are you telling her? Are you not happy?
No. I am ecstatic.
I mean, I figured I was.
I'm ecstatic. I'm ecstatic. I just, you know, I did not expect to be asked that while I was just feeling.
Were you talking to my cousin about?
No. She asked. I didn't. I wasn't.
Tammy, why? This is the place. Are people listening to us? Like,
I can hear you.
Poor Margot. Oh my god.
You can see and hear in her tone that it's not totally fine.
I know you're a werewolf. I mean, I'm a hunter, but like very specifically a reaper. Things that should be dead and aren't, I make them dead. This was not the introduction that I expected.
You can see and hear in her tone that it's not totally fine. Is Jay with us?
No.
Oh, what the fuck, Jay?
They're chilling.
They're vibing. What do you want them to do?
Just chill. Jay?
They're vibing. J vibes. You hear whispers.
Cool. Listen, I don't want to intrude. I'm just here on a hunt game. I'm assuming you're part of it. If not, I can go.
All of the hairs on the back of your neck rise. Just all of them. The place that you have stepped into is haunted. And I'm going to put a capital H on it.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. It was implied, by the way you said haunted.
Thank you.
For sure,
yeah.
it was implied.
You heard the capital H. I tried. And they are all quite happy to be here.
Okay. They don't respond. My hair just goes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to use one of my powers of death called License to Depart.
Oh, provoked they are. They all rush you.
Okay.
Not me.
I'm gonna shoot them.
You're gonna shoot them? Okay.
I'm gonna shoot them.
You're gonna shoot them.
I'd like to shoot them.
No, roll to shoot them.
I'd like to.
Tell us what it looks like when Lai fires their weapon.
Okay, so the pieces of Lai's gun, which they pulled out of various pockets, consist of the grip, a barrel, and a gas tank that goes on top. Because Lai's gun shoots flaming bullets.
Oh, great.
Think of it as looking like a small handheld flamethrower, or almost like a paintball gun. My job.
Things are dying, and others are catching from the flame. The whole room is just on fire. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna recreate that gif of someone coming back with pizza. The whole room is on fire.
With, like, the blanket trying to put it out.
Yes, the whole room is on fire. Margot and Alison, you see a doorway?
Great.
You can see through the doorway. Everything in the room is on fire, and there's just Lai standing in the middle of it.
What the fuck?
I whip around and see Margot through the doorway.
What the fuck?
Damn, Ari told me that this would be awkward, but like, Christ.
Are you looking for what?
I'm hoping to talk to Margot Reyes, if you know her.
Really?
Is that it? Yes. Hey, I'm Lai.
Here we are. Please, before the break, you left us with a cliffhanger of what Margot Reyes is doing.
Please. I don't know if I would go that far.
Better be something dramatic.
Sorry. You're about to be disappointed. For the 2 weeks of the break, I think you have to think about the context, guys, of like what happened and how like a lot of it happened in her house. Margot just saw her first body, like had a hand in killing a person. So for the first couple of days, she does freak out about that. But
to
also,
who, with who, around who? What's the deal there? Around herself? Does she take time alone to do that, or does she do that with other people around?
Well, I'm getting to that. So that also means that, like, while all of this is a very happy occasion, like, you know, Noelle is back, Alison has her mom, both of those people now live in her house, in the Reyes house. All of the people live in the Reyes house, if you think about it. So what follows is that Margot doesn't really know what to do with herself for a lot of this time. And I think that she does find like excuses to like kind of like go off by herself a lot, mostly because she feels like she doesn't know her place in this new dynamic that much.
Baby.
Like she doesn't want to be in Alison's way, and like for the longest time, like since the beginning of their relationship, like it's been like time after time of like Margot kind of figuring out like, oh, like you don't like, and like being around is like Alison discovers like my friends are not necessarily my friends, or like a lot of people in my life like don't have my best interests at heart or whatever. So like she's had less and less people in her life for pretty much the entire time Margot's been around, and like Margot is like have been trying to like fill that gap while also like being her own like person or whatever. But now for the first time, Alison has more. She's got her mom, who she hasn't had, who has been like the crux of all of the things that she hasn't had. And Margot's been spending all of her time with her girlfriend up until now. So like a lot of what Margot is going to do with her vacation has to do with like what's going on with her girlfriend. So yeah, ultimately I think she spends a lot of the vacation like trying to stay out of everybody's way. Just like to not like make yourself scarce is like the term that comes to mind. Like she just, oh no, you guys go, like, you know, it's all good.
Who?
Adults with like the kid's best interest in heart. No, take a break, take a vacation. You need time to recover. Margot, I will isolate myself and make everything worse for 2 weeks. Thank you.
Well, she's trying to give everybody else a break. And it's like, okay, I've been in protect mode for all of this time. Everybody's safe right now. The fuck do I do with that?
What do I do when everyone's safe?
I'm a guard dog.
Welcome to lie.
I got nothing to guard. So yeah, like in much the same way as lie, like Margot's like, yeah, you guys should relax. As tense as possible, as tensely as possible.
Relax how?
Babes, no.
You guys should relax, get to know each other and stuff. Yeah. And it probably comes off a lot to like, even like, I mean, to Alison specifically, it probably comes off a lot like almost like Margot's avoiding her, because it's really a lot of like, Alison says a thing, Margot goes, no, why don't you guys go off and then I will I gotta go over here. But it's really just her trying to like not get in the way of Alison.
But wouldn't Alison feel that through their connection?
I was about to say roll to keep your cool, because I want to know to what extent this psychic who shares your emotions knows your emotions.
It's been a minute, so I hadn't considered that. Maybe Margot hasn't either.
Yeah.
Oops. But what is this game if not things Margot hasn't considered for her? Like
the spin-off. She didn't consider.
Ooh, okay. Not cool. Not very cool at all.
Well, I mean, it's Margot.
Let's pull up it. To be fair, let's pull that up there. Circle 0. So that is oh, it doesn't matter because it's a 6. It's still a 6. I was gonna say, oh, I get 1 because like she's definitely doing it to protect Alison, but it's still only a 6. So I rolled a 5. It's a miss.
So there are 13 days of like, hey, you'll need rest. Around day 3, day 2, sorry, it's Alison.
Yes, what is Alison doing?
At first, Alison is just as confused. Because she didn't have things, and now she has things, and she's confused. Because that's confusing.
Love, family. There was once a time I must have had them too.
And now you get them, what do you do?
Yeah.
There's people and they want my attention, help. They want to know things about me that I don't know I'm ready to tell them. Where would Margot be hiding? Because let's face it, that's what she's doing.
Listen, I don't know that she would call it that.
No, she wouldn't, but I would.
Garden, treehouse, front yard. I have another question, but I don't want to derail where we're at right now. So I feel like we'll get there. There is something else that would factor into what she's doing this week, but I feel like this comes first.
Okay. So, garden, treehouse. Where was the other thing?
Garden, treehouse, like front yard. Honestly, I feel like she started to take walks. Like,
okay.
Or like in the kitchen with her dad would be like the only other like.
So it's one of the times where she is in the treehouse. And she knows the sound of different people. It's easy to distinguish different people. I can tell people apart myself, so it's not strange.
Yeah.
Uh, it's a dad. And he jumps to get into the treehouse, then realizes that the treehouse isn't quite strong enough to take the force of someone jumping, and then just kind of pushes back away from it, lands, and then just climbs up normally.
You know, you guys literally almost had to technically rebuild this treehouse because you told me not to do exactly that. I was waiting to see what you were going to do, honestly. Good job.
Look, I thought I'd build it stronger, but you know.
You didn't build this. I can tell. Like,
Hey, I was
I'm pretty
present.
sure the forest built it at this point, knowing what I know now.
The forest did. I observed.
You helped. Good job, Dad.
Thank you.
Margot is sitting in like weirdly, I'm like full on like magic treehouse. Like whenever I imagine this treehouse, like it's very large. Like for some reason, like it's like
If you're on the inside, you've just got a TARDIS treehouse.
no. It's just like well appointed. Like as a treehouse, I was like, oh yeah, she's like sitting in like a like a bay window. Like maybe it's not a real window, but there's definitely a cushion next to a seat next to a lookout point.
Yeah, okay, so there's a lookout point, a bay window where she's just like,
I read a lot of books about tree houses as a kid, and they were always very well appointed. And I always think of when I think of Margot's treehouse, I think about that, especially since a fucking unicorn in a magical forest fucking built it. So,
okay, so
so she puts down. She was reading. She's reading a book.
Margot reading. What is she reading?
Twilight. New Moon.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, she is.
Yeah, she is. Because why not?
Is she like, cool?
She's looking
The
back.
similarities are eerie.
She's looking back on her life and her choices. She's like, oh, let's see what the movie was about, because I wasn't paying attention.
So he sits down, crosses legs, just sits on the floor because
Why not?
we've already almost broken the treehouse. Let's not sit in anything just in case.
It's a cool dad.
Cool dad. Cool dad sits in the treehouse and leans back and just puts his hands behind his head and he's like, so
sup?
How come you're here?
How come you're here?
To ask why you're here.
I mean, they told us we had to take a break, so this is me relaxing, I guess.
This is you relaxing?
Isn't this what people do when they're on vacation?
Yeah, but it's not what you do.
I don't know. I haven't had a vacation in a really long time, so...
You had one 3 weeks ago.
That was different.
That's why I'm surprised you're not relaxing some other way.
I mean, we're home. We're not in Japan or we didn't all get on a plane to go somewhere to go on a vacation. It's just like a break. It's like an extended weekend or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to be doing stuff all the time, do I?
No.
Isn't the whole point to not be doing stuff?
Mm-hmm.
So this is me not doing anything.
Oh, this is you doing something though, isn't it? It's you moping. What are you moping about?
I'm not moping? Dad, come on.
Hey, look, I call him as I see him.
This isn't moping though.
It's not moping. So what is it?
I'm just being quiet. I don't know. I'm sitting. I'm just sitting.
Margot, I have never, ever known you to just sit.
Nobody's ever ordered me to be on a break before. This is like when my leg was broken and I couldn't do anything. This is exactly what I was doing when I was in the safe room.
Mhm.
You
Except
weren't there.
then you were deliberately walking around on your broken leg, so at least there was something happening.
Oh, maybe I've learned something.
I'm glad, but I wanna know what you've learned.
Don't walk around with a broken leg. It's just gonna
Mm.
make it take longer to heal.
Mhm.
But there's nothing out to get us right now, actually. So I don't need to be worried about. Well, I'm thinking about it now. Thanks. What do you want me to be doing?
I don't want you to be doing anything that you don't wanna be doing.
Came all the way out here. You want me to do something?
I came all the way out here because you were moping out here and Allison's moping in there, and I just thought,
She's not moping. She's chilling, probably. She's
probably.
got she's got stuff to do. It's a she's got a lot on her plate right now. I'm sure she's not moping.
Mhm.
This
I'm
doesn't.
not very good at this, I'm sorry. Uh,
I was gonna say this doesn't really work the way like.
b it's not that, it's more, you want you don't your mother
My mother.
is either better or worse at this, I'm not sure.
Coin flip. It kind of depends. Unless you're about to give me a talk about. Oh God, I'm not even gonna say. I'm not gonna say it out loud. I don't. It's fine. You guys are about even. I stick with that.
It occurs to me that you don't actually know what I do.
Yeah, Dad. I'm pretty sure at this point that's on purpose.
Well, you never asked, and since you assumed what your mother does, I just considered
Shh.
that you don't know what I do. And I left things to her, but here we are.
Uh-huh.
And so here I am
To tell me what you do or to
to
ask
tell
me
you that
whether
you are
I'm
very like your grandfather.
grandfather. That it Mom made it seem like werewolves do one thing for a really long time. And now all of a sudden people are telling me that maybe I'm not like broken as a wolf. Uh and that there are other people and I'm like just saying that to be nice or is it like after all this time like how is it possible that that's just like I got a whole side of the family that's just doesn't do stuff like I don't
I will
explain.
still do what is necessary, but I generally don't use lethal force to do it. In
Are you
fact, I
just
can't remember the last time I did.
so why tell me this now and not a really long time ago?
Because we thought that you were a lot more like your mother, but it sounds like you're like me and your grandfather.
Wouldn't it have helped for me to just have all the information? I feel like this keeps happening with us. Wouldn't it have helped if I just knew all of the information, knew all of the choices, and then I could figure out what I was like?
Mm-hmm.
You guys just assumed that I was just gonna be that and let me think that like I was just really fucking bad at it, and now you're telling me
We
that's
didn't
not
know
all?
that you thought you were bad at it. For a very long time, we didn't define anything, so we didn't know that you thought there was anything to be bad at.
Yeah,
How can
well,
you be bad at something if there are no stipulations for that thing? You
I didn't know
are
what
a lichen.
I didn't know what either of you guys did until a couple months ago, so
The thing that I do, the thing that I spend a lot of my time doing, and the reason why I could be around more when you were growing up rather than your mom, who went out a little more, is the thing that I handle is more like if monsters had a UN.
you're a politician.
No, more peacekeeper.
Okay.
I don't handle politics so much as I handle just people getting along.
I can see why you probably thought I wasn't very good at that.
Can you blame me?
No.
No.
Just
You
don't.
didn't want to do the Tai Chi.
Well, Tai Chi's on the list of martial arts that I could be doing. It's not the most fun. And you
And
guys only made me do Tai Chi because I beat that kid up. So
yes.
I you know what? Thanks for telling me, I guess. I feel like a lot of my problems could have been solved if I had known a lot of things a lot sooner. But can't change the past, so here we are.
You say that, and there is someone literally alive in our house that was not was not supposed to be. So,
That's Finley bullshit. I'm not gonna.
apparently, you did it. So
Sure, I did. Yeah, sure.
you did the collecting of the material, as it were. So
I don't. This is what I think this is what I was supposed to be taking a vacation from. I'm not gonna, I don't want to think about that right now. I can't wrap my head around that. So what are you saying?
I'm saying your mom is an eliminations expert, and I'm a peace expert.
An expert at peace.
Yep, that's the same face your mom made.
So what do you use the teeth for? All of it. Can you just do that as a person?
Most of the time, yeah. I spend more time as a human than I do in wolf form. So, yeah.
But you could eliminate if you wanted to, right?
I could eliminate if I had to. There's a difference. And I don't like doing it. And I don't want to do it. And I hate it every time I do.
Where was this information when I was not sorry. I just
I think you have taken more from that book you're reading than you have from much of anything.
This is all I've ever had to go on, Dad.
Your mom's been an eliminations expert since she was very young.
She told me.
And she is not proud of that.
Agree to disagree.
So if I were to suddenly tell you everything about peace and how good that is and how much I dislike killing, someone who naturally tends toward that is going to feel uncomfortable.
Margot kind of like dog ears the page of the book and like slides down so she's sitting on the floor in front of the seat instead of like on the seat, and like kind of wraps her arms around her knees just to think. She's like buying herself time as she's like moving. She's like, I guess it kind of sucks that her only wolf kid is not very good at the thing that she does then.
I meant uncomfortable in the other way.
How do you mean?
Not in the sense that she is embarrassed or ashamed of you, more in the sense that she is embarrassed or ashamed of herself.
I know.
Because she can't be the role model she wants to be. Which is why we're having this conversation in the treehouse, which is just at the edge of her hearing, and I am hoping that she is still in the front yard. Hoping. But I will surely know if that is not the case very soon.
I'm not. I mean, Mom should know by now that I don't begrudge her because she has to do what she has to do. I just feel shitty that I can't do it. Like she's always wanted me to. She keeps trying to tell me that I like have to just figure it out or just like let it go or whatever, and it keeps not happening. And now you're telling me that it maybe never was supposed to happen. It's not just some kind of a.
What do you think that she wanted you to do?
I think she wanted me to be like her. A werewolf, lichen, real lichen, like it.
And what do you think that is?
Well, Dad, according to that book and everything that I've been told up until today, it's somebody who protects psychics and kills people when they need to.
We protect.
And kill people when they need to.
As does everyone. It's just that the need to varies from person to person. She never actively wanted you to kill people. What she wanted you to let go of was the belief that you need to be like her.
That is not at all what I got out of that.
No, that's why I'm here. Because she doesn't know how to explain it anymore.
I feel like what you're saying and what she was saying are completely different.
What she was saying was, If that's what you're gonna do, if that's who you're gonna be that. Stop fighting it. Is she disappointed? Yes. But is she disappointed in you? No. Is she disappointed that you are a lot more like me than she anticipated? No, though she is having feelings about it.
That sucks. Shouldn't I just try? Like,
Shouldn't I just try to kill someone?
no,
Just give it a go?
you're different. Like, you're not her
No,
kid.
that's you. That's what I'm asking. Is that what you think?
It
She was the
seemed
one who said to put you through schooling as a human. That was her.
I don't.
She didn't want you to be like her. She didn't want anyone to be like her. She didn't want your brother to be like her.
Shitty. That's got to be a shitty way to feel about yourself. I don't want to
It
be.
is. So the worst thing you could do is say, well, I'm an awful person because I am not like her.
How is that the worst thing? Doesn't that?
Because you're actively going against what she wants.
But not who she is, which is what I've been trying to be this whole time. It's not like I don't get the urge to hurt things or people, or I don't get mad. I get mad all the fucking time. You know that.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
I just can't follow through.
You follow through as much as you need to, and that's all that we can ever ask.
That's not what mom said. Mom said, if you're gonna be something, you should be it all the way and finish the job and all of that.
And if what you're gonna be is someone who will finish an argument without killing the person you're arguing with, then be that all the way.
Somehow suddenly that's okay.
It's not sudden. It's just that you
Okay.
didn't understand.
Okay. Sure. Is that the whole reason you came out here?
No.
Okay. What else? Do you want to tell me about some other family members that I don't know about that?
No, I wanted to ask if you wanted to bake some bread since you are out here moping, but we don't have to bake right now. We can bake later.
You can go bake, Dad. It's fine. As long as we're not. Obviously, we're not going to keep talking about this. So, yeah, we should probably go inside and bake. Let's make bread.
Let's make
Sure.
bread. Oh, I forgot to mention Alison is also baking bread. It was Alison that wanted you to bake the bread, not me. Sorry.
Dad, in the future, if you're going to try to trick me into seeing my girlfriend or someone else, you should probably wait until you get me inside before you tell me it was a trick.
I mean, there's the two ways this could go. I could just throw you over my shoulder and go back to the house, or
I thought you were all about peace.
I
We're
need
supposed to
peace.
negotiate?
Henry, need peace. And there is so much tension in my house. I need peace. Do I not deserve peace? I deserve peace. I baked cake already. I baked 6 dozen batches of cookies.
Have you been
I have
hanging out in the
baked enough.
kitchen? You've been hanging out in the kitchen with Alison all morning?
No, that's just me stress baking.
Maybe you guys should hang out more then.
Alison and I have hung out enough.
You just said you were all by yourself. You could go
Yeah,
hang
this
out
morning.
now. You could help.
Yesterday was pie with Alison.
Yeah, I mean, you could go help her make bread. That sounds good.
No, you will go and make bread with her. That is an order.
Okay. Guess I'll finish my book later.
Oh, forget the book. He picks it up and throws it out the window.
Dad!
It's an awful book.
It goes to like catch it, but she's not quite fast enough. Hey, I didn't say it was good. It's my hardcover.
If it's a hardcover, it'll be fine outside.
You probably hit a squirrel. Forrest's gonna be mad at you now. Oh, whatever.
I didn't hit a squirrel.
Whatever. Margot's got like half her body out the window now. She's like, just gonna go down this way. It's getting awkward. Like literally crawls out the window. Like
when she gets down to the ground, Henry's just, you good?
Yeah.
Okay. Enjoy baking. I am going to supervise the restoration of this treehouse.
Did you?
No,
Holy shit.
it's fine.
Ruin my fucking treehouse. And she like crumbles and walks off.
Okay.
Lichens.
As you get to the kitchen, because I presume you go where you're told to go.
She meanders.
Mhm.
But also, we gotta go back to lie. We can't. No.
Well, we
Keep putting me in
will.
the hot seat twice.
We will. But as you get to the kitchen, Alison is taking out a mixing bowl, puts the mixing bowl down, and says, "Henry, I don't understand." Oh, and I was over.
Such a warm reception, she says. Oh.
Oh,
Oh, it's you.
oh, it's you, this person. Hi.
Oh.
Oh,
Damn. The
Oh.
worst.
Hi. Lie.
Mhm.
How far into this holiday do you get before you go back home? Home being Underworld home.
I mean, I think it's not like they're avoiding home because that's home.
Yeah.
Like they
I mean, they can also go to
like 20 minutes. I don't know. Like
their apartment home as
Yeah.
well. Like, do they avoid the big guy or do they not care?
No, they don't care. The answer with lie is normally no, they don't care.
Okay.
And such is the case here.
The big guy at some point would just, and this is toward the end of the 2 weeks, just say,
Okay.
"Hey, how's the vacation?"
It's vacationy. I mean, kind of. It's like a staycation. I've learned how to swim, kind of, maybe. Haven't drowned, so
I'd know.
probably won't drown in the future.
Yeah, I'd know if you had. Yeah.
You would have noticed. That's good.
I would
I'm glad
I
that
would have known, yeah, that's
it
something
wouldn't
I'd
have
see.
escaped your attention.
Yeah, I would
That
have
if
been
I had
directly
drowned.
on scene if that had happened. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like your kid's gonna die twice, you know? What are the odds of that one? Well, I mean, I will eventually, so I guess it'd be 3 times? Be weird. Be a lot of times. Anything more than 1 is a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Anything more than 1 does seem excessive.
Yeah.
I remember what you said a little bit ago.
I've said a lot of things
You have.
over the course of a little bit.
Specifically, the thing that I'm talking about is the part where you asked me to kill you.
Well, yeah. That's probably one of the more notable things I've said in the past few weeks.
To me, yes.
Just in general.
In general, yes. But what is your have you thought about it at all? Have you thought about what you need to know? What you want to do?
Yeah, I need to know a lot more. Uh Carmel very rightly pointed out the whole they had me unconscious for God knows how long. So they have plenty of my blood. And depending on how the science works, they have all they need. And it's not like they'll need to gather more at any point. So me being dead is irrelevant. They have the info they need. I mean, I don't know though, or maybe they will need more blood at some point and they'll have to hunt me down. Um I guess I need to know what the stakes are. Um but that's not easy information. Uh so it's not pressing, but it's not off the table.
When we're talking about death, it's never off the table.
Yeah, it's just when's it gonna come up?
I want you to know that if you need protecting, that's why you have the help of the others down here. Even if you do send them to Carmel instead.
I
And I
just
want you go.
I mean, being dead's the safest. They can't kill me again once I'm dead, only you can do that.
Mm-hmm. What about the good you could do?
I mean, I can still be a reaper if I'm dead.
I meant more with your apparently particular skill set.
I I don't know what the fuck that's about.
Hmm.
I mean, that's a pretty big fucking conversation. Do you know what the fuck that's about?
Not entirely, but if you are it's one of those things where you don't you want to find out?
Uh, I guess I've just spent, the past decade plus really intently focused on not thinking about the stuff before this. Um so to figure it out, I feel like I'd kind of have to undo a lot of that now. And, couldn't help but notice that my mom's not down here, which means she's up there, which is something, again, I've just tried to not think about and I've done a really bang up job. Um, but if I want to figure all that out, it's a lot to unpack.
Mhm.
And I'm supposed to be on vacation. So I've been enjoying not thinking about it and being grateful that money magically appears in my bank account and I don't know where it comes from, so I can plan a fucking trek across the Arctic. They do make snowsuits in black, it turns out.
Huh.
So, you tried to get me out of this color, but it's just not gonna work.
It's stuck, I guess.
Yeah. Unless I guess I haven't checked my room since I came down here. Is there a mauve sweater waiting for me on the bed?
Well, I don't know. You're gonna have to check.
Okay. It'll be
When the
under
holidays
layers.
roll
You can't
around,
see
you
it.
never know what color is gonna turn up there sometimes.
Okay. All right.
I'm trying to get you out of that color for, I don't know. Doesn't matter.
And I've been trying to get you out of the same pair of Nike sneakers for the past 5 years. Some things just stick.
They work. They're comfortable. If I get new ones, I have to re-wear them in. These ones I like them.
You're telling me you think I want to have to break in a new pair of shoes? I spent a year with blisters for these Doc Martens. I mean,
See? Surely just, feel the ground beneath your feet through your shoes. It's better.
yeah, some things just stick.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe I'll stick up there for a bit longer. Or a lot longer.
That's the hope. That's the hope.
You just don't want me down here again blasting my music.
My ears have just recovered, but that has nothing to do with it.
Okay.
I just think you have a lot of life to live. And why rush it? Even if it's difficult.
It's not worth it if I'm hurting people.
It's not worth it if you're hurting.
Guess we'll see.
I don't know how else to say this. So I'll just say it. I have done my best to avoid interacting with your past because it is not my place, I don't think. But I did find your mother if you want to talk to her. You don't have to, and she doesn't know.
Oh.
So it is your choice.
Wants a hell of a word.
You don't even have to decide now. I just didn't want you making decisions without information that you might want or think is inaccessible or
Is she all right?
for now.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I am gonna go back topside and I'll see you for dinner on Thursday and think about that.
Okay. Enjoy your Arctic planning.
Thanks.
I hear it gets pretty cold. I will make sure to provide you a sweater.
Thank you. I'll see you later. Love you.
Love you too. Where would Lai go after that?
So Lai would go back to the living world. And I think probably would like appear, because as we've established, they appear and disappear from the underworld with, kind of smoke portals. And I think whenever they appear back in the human world, they're like already laying on their bed in their like world upstairs. With like a cigarette in hand, and they like slap a record player that's on their like bedside table, and it starts playing some record or another at an unreasonably loud volume. And they smoke the cigarette.
Okay. Because I am who I am. Here we go. Let me just could you roll gaze into the abyss, please?
Yeah. Thanks.
Okay.
Sure. Let's see. This is something
it's not what you
something I'm normally really good at, but this time we'll see. I forget what my pluses are. That is
It's gotta be a 2, right? At least.
Yeah, I have 2 in dark, but that only makes it a 6. I'm just seeing if I have anything random that applies to gaze into the abyss.
Everything's upside down. I feel like you do have something. You got something over there.
None of my moves apply to gaze into the abyss, so it's just a 6.
It's a 6? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you like, damn it, you had to get at least a 7?
Oh no, it's not that. It's something else. It's so I had an idea and I have to run with it.
Uh-oh.
Sometimes you get ideas and you have to run with them, you know?
Yeah,
Ain't that just the way? As long as it's the more feral option.
It's not feral, it's just kind of gross. You hear the toilet flush.
Okay.
Just in the break between 2 songs, you hear the toilet flush.
Where are you going with this?
As far as you know, you're the only person in the house. I'm assuming.
Immediately bolts up, pulls knife out of sheath that is concealed in pants.
Really loud.
Yes, obviously.
The person is in the bathroom. I clearly don't want to do
in my house. And yeah, stands up like knife out, and is gonna like creep toward. You know what? Lie is the fucking person they are. I'm gonna roll to disappear.
Yes.
Because I am who I am.
Leave in.
Let's see. What stat is that? Keep your cool. So with a cold, that's a 9.
That's a 9.
So I'm completely hidden, scent and all. Okay. And Lai is like gonna stalk up to the bathroom essentially and wait just like right outside the door to see who is in it when it opens.
Okay. The bathroom door doesn't open. It's really quiet. All you hear is the toilet gurgling.
Oh God! Oh no.
Okay.
This sucks.
I guess they're gonna like very gently like do the door to try to open it silently, I guess.
as you open the door, you start to hear uh singing.
Okay, great. They just peek inside. What do they see?
Um the toilet's gurgling, and then there's bubbles in the actual
In the
toilet
bowl?
bowl. In the bowl.
Uh-huh.
Um and then there's a huh, must be the wrong one.
Oh my god.
What?
Sweet Jesus. You did not reverse Harry Potter fucking.
I think Lia's just kind of standing there like, hello?
Oh!
Still invisible, but just
Lie?
Carmel?
So you don't like keep buckets of water around or like just like leave the bathtub full every now and then, do you? Just
Should I?
I mean, I learned a thing and I was just trying it out and I thought I'd find you. And I mean,
Are
this is
you they like lean over? Are you in the toilet? What's happening?
Jesus Christ.
so the water for the toilet has gone still, pretty much still. And Carmel's face is just in the toilet.
Cannot reiterate how clean it is there. Cannot state enough how pristine.
They appear.
Oh, hi. Hi. Oh, it is you.
I thought someone broke into my fucking house, but you're just my girlfriend's in my toilet. Should I feel I'll run a bath. Should I run a bath? Is that easier?
I can come through. I can if you run a bath, I can get out of the bath. I can't get out of this is not I'm
No,
just
why
this is
why would you be able to?
I can't fit.
Are you trying to get out? What are you stuck?
I want to I it makes a portal and I can't come through the portal in a toilet. But it was the only body of water I could find that was close to you.
Oh my god.
There's a pond in this
Not in your
complex.
house.
I guess you don't know which house is mine in the okay, neighborhood. It's and they like go over and plug the bathtub and turn on the tap.
Okay, I can hear it, which means it's close. I'm gonna hold on. I'll be back. Just when it's full, stop the water and then just let it be still.
Okay.
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 This is normal. This is not the weirdest thing that's happened to me. It's fine.
And so as the water stills, her face appears again. And then she puts her hand up on the surface of the water from where she is.
Mm-hmm.
And then her fingers start to come through. And then the rest of her comes through. That worked.
You learned a fucking incredible skill. What? And they like grab her hand, like you're here. You're here.
I'm here. I'm here. I'm here, and you called me your girlfriend.
Well, I mean, you know, that's a word that I said that I don't have to. I guess that was based on an assumption that I made.
You can, you can, you can, you can.
Okay.
Uh, um,
I guess sorry I didn't
you called me your girlfriend while I
clarify
was in the
that more
toilet. Like
explicitly.
that's a big thing.
You
That's
appeared in my
that's
toilet. Uh-huh. Yeah, you appeared in my toilet without warning. That's a big thing. You could have texted
oh,
probably.
and you called me your girlfriend while I was in the toilet. I feel like that's a
That is a thing that happened. They put away their knife. Yep. It's uh-huh. Do you want to get out of the bath? I can get a snack. This is my house.
oh,
You
hi.
made it.
I didn't know how to knock and I didn't know how to like do much. I was in the toilet for a little bit.
How did you get to the toilet? Where did you come from? Were you in a different body of water and you
Mhm. I was in my
swam?
body of
Magic?
water.
How did Okay.
I was at home and I was learning something new. Um,
Yeah.
and I thought I'd practice. Uh, and now I'm here.
Hi. I guess I'll leave water in my tub so you can practice more. Um whenever you want.
Thanks. That sounds good. Your music was very loud.
Yes, yeah. I like the music loud to drown out my thoughts. Um but you're here now. So uh,
Oh, I'll drown out your thoughts.
I'll just think nicer ones.
Oh, okay. Um, what were you thinking though?
Uh we're on vacation. So I'm just not gonna think about it anymore.
Okay,
And I'm gonna make us some popcorn and we can watch a movie.
that sounds great. Let's do that.
If you think about it, whenever popcorn pops, the little husk from the shell thing, it's
They
like a
have
jacket.
jackets.
Yeah, it's like a jacket.
It's a popcorn wears jackets. I
Come on.
love that.
Here's a towel.
Oh, thank you. Uh, she dries off. She has legs, by the way. She did think to leg before going through.
Before the toilet. Uh-huh.
Before the
Supposed to
toilet. She thought,
remember to
I'll need
leg."
legs.
Good.
Gonna need legs. Uh,
Good to have legs. Some
yeah.
yeah, no?
Uh, it just occurred to me that if I can get here, maybe I could at some time I could if you can hold your breath for a little bit, I could show you my house, but not maybe not now, but maybe sometime.
I would love that. I'll start practicing holding my breath. Not great at it. I've been smoking since I was like 12, but you know, we'll get there.
Well, if you if you can, then I can show you.
Yeah.
And do you have to smoke? Like, I don't mind that you do. I'm just asking. Like, is that how you communicate, or is that like is that?
It's it's the easiest way.
Hmm,
Yes. It's not essential, but it's easiest.
hmm,
Um and
it's a
I
good way
look
of
cool.
hiding.
Uh
It
and
does
it
kind
is it like you said, it's very subtle. And it's a very good excuse, if I have to leave places suddenly to go reap or guide someone. There's really not a workplace where if you say that you need a cigarette break, they're gonna, like, not let you leave, uh,
Oh,
which is kinda weird, but it works, so, yeah.
Maybe I'll try it.
If you want to. I don't know if it would work the same for you, if you'd be able to communicate through it, though. That'd be cool,
Oh,
though.
no. Well, I mean, it would be great if I more meant just tell people I need a break for a cigarette.
Oh,
It works.
it's probably best for your lungs anyway, you need them to be
Well, not to breathe
strong.
underwater.
Do you have gills? Right? I would have seen them. You have gills?
Yeah.
Gills. I wonder how smoking would affect gills. I don't know. This is
This is,
something to think about.
yeah. These are the better thoughts.
Yeah.
Okay. Like Doslin to scuba.
Like
Scuba
it, like it,
lie.
scuba. Become a deep sea diver.
Mm-hmm. Um, we're gonna jump back
Mhm.
to oh.
Margot goes over and I guess reaches for whatever Alison was trying to get down. You don't understand what?
Hmm?
You don't understand what you said, Henry. I don't understand.
Oh, I don't understand why you need my help to make bread, but you're not Henry, so
Why
that
I
makes
need
sense.
why I need your help to make bread. He sent me in here because he said that you wanted me to come and help you make bread.
I see.
Well, this is awkward. Do you need help making bread? Do you want to make bread? Were you planning on making bread at
Well,
all?
I'm in the mood for baking now, so let's make some bread.
Sure. I don't see why not. I Mario like takes the like mixing bowls like over to the island, and she's like for some reason very stiff. um, in a way she's usually not. She's like, this is weird. um where's your mom?
I don't know. Somewhere else.
What do you mean? I figured you guys would be attached to the hip, like hanging out and stuff.
Sometimes I need a break from my mom. And sometimes I think my mom needs a break from me.
I don't know if that's true. It's probably not the case. I've never.
Why are
I
you
don't.
avoiding me?
I'm not avoiding you, Al. I see you every day. We live together. I just figured you'd want to be hanging out with your mom.
How much of the time do you want to hang out with your mom?
My mom has been more or less here my entire life. Yours has been gone. Situations could not be more different.
Mm-hmm. So I'm used to not being with my mom all the time.
Yeah, but don't you have
But I'm not
questions?
used to not being with you all the time.
Yeah, I figured you wanted some kind of. This is a first for all of us, so I figured you wouldn't want me just, you know, right there, like I always am.
You figured.
Yes, I figured.
Yeah, you figured. Did you figure you'd ask at some point what I wanted?
I figured you would tell me what you wanted if it changed at any point.
Okay, so it's changed at any point.
And now here we are making bread, so
Mhm.
mission accomplished, I guess.
Mission accomplished, Henry.
It's it's weird, isn't it?
Which part?
Family things are different now. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, things are. Are you making things different?
No. Not
Because
trying to.
it. Things are different, yes. But they don't have to be that different.
So why didn't you say something?
Because it felt like you didn't want to be around me.
Oh, it felt like I didn't want to be around you.
So I was giving you your space.
Did you think you were going to ask me at any point, maybe, if I wanted
I
space?
was getting ready to ask you. And I was going to do it through the medium of a sandwich.
Were you going to bring me a sandwich, or?
For which one requires bread.
You were going to bake bread to make me a sandwich, to bring to me, to ask me whether or
I
not I wanted to be around you.
was thinking it through.
It's very thoughtful.
I think hard.
Yeah, no shit.
Shut up.
If I wanted space, if I wanted to not be around you, I probably wouldn't be. We probably wouldn't be sleeping in the same room, would we? Find a reason. Start falling asleep on the couch by accident.
Like when you broke your leg.
That wasn't an accident. That was very much not an accident.
No, but the falling asleep elsewhere. I didn't want it to get that bad.
Well,
I didn't like that.
yeah, no shit.
Uh-huh.
I was worried about you then.
And I'm worried about you now.
Are you worried about me? You're the one with all a lot of this stuff that's changed. It's your life. Your life is different than it was before in good ways, obviously, but there aren't a lot of blank spots to fill in anymore.
Blank spot. Did you think you were filling before?
I don't know. You.
My mom?
No.
That's the only change.
Yeah, it is, but it's not in a weird way, because it's your mom, and then your mom is like also at some point you guys are going to go and probably talk to your dad, and then you'll have like the whole family unit, and then probably things can be,
And then
like,
they're gonna what if that works out, they're gonna have their time because I am not gonna be there for that. That's not a
I
me.
don't want to think about that.
That's
Can
not a
we skip
me
that? Let's
thing.
skip that. Let's skip that one.
Yeah, no.
You're not. Listen, she's like sort of like leans on the counter, like she's trying to like explain. She's like, were kind of an island when I met you. And without meaning to, I kind of tried, or you were, I don't know, I'm not good at metaphors. You were by yourself a lot, and you found out you were by yourself even more than you thought because of me, figured out that, a lot of your friends are shitty or trying to hypnotize you and altering your memories and all kinds of other stuff, and like nothing that you thought was a thing, a lot of things you thought were things were not really things. And I was trying to be there for you, but you don't, pretty soon you're not going to need that anymore. So
Doesn't mean I don't need you.
I mean, it's nice and all, but I was just trying to give you time to adjust, I guess.
How am I supposed to adjust if what I had before isn't there?
I don't have an answer to that. I just wanted you to be able to make up for lost time without worrying about, I don't know, me trying to place hold in a place in a way I didn't need to anymore.
Need. She takes your hands, puts them on the bread. Need.
Oh, right. Like this?
Mm-hmm. And she adjusts.
Mm-hmm. I feel like I'm gonna ruin this.
You're not going to ruin it. Just, you're stronger than I am anyway, so you
Yeah, I feel like you do. Can you over knead bread? I feel like this
can, but you're not.
It's
So
okay.
I'm
You
right
say
here
that
making
now.
sure that you don't.
Your bread's gonna be flat. It's okay.
It's making your sandwich. That's fine.
My bread's gonna be flat. No, you do it.
It's going to be fine.
Whatever.
Whatever I am doing and whatever I am learning and all of these changes that are happening or going to happen, it's not going to change how I feel about you or change the fact that I want you around. And there isn't anything, I mean, I'm sure there are embarrassing things I did as a kid, but there isn't anything she can say to me that I wouldn't want you to hear anyway. And that's only if you want to hear it, but
I know I do. You don't need me to be right up under you the entire time when you're talking to your, like, I mean, Mama, when I talk when you're asleep, I can say that. Mom and I definitely talk when you're asleep.
so the problem is that you don't sleep.
Yeah. Actually, that is kind of yes, that's the
That's one of the
difference.
problems. You don't sleep.
How do I give you the same space that you give me by doing the regular things that regular people do? If I can hear you all the time and I don't sleep. I'm trying to be a human-sized presence right now so that you can hang out with your mom and not your mom and your girlfriend.
So we seem to have flipped.
What do you mean?
Well, I have lived here for a while now, so there are times when you need to hang out with your mom, not your mom and your girlfriend.
Yeah, but you sleep though. It's
I do
different.
sleep,
It's not
yeah.
a different problem. I can make sure of that. It's never been a problem for me. You don't have superhuman hearing. You're good at a lot of other things and you can feel what I'm feeling, but we take up a lot of space.
Yeah. We do.
I didn't mean we.
Well, if you are here busy taking up all of the present, I take up the past and the future. So between us, we take up a whole lot of space.
Sure. Sure. All of let's just pretend for a second that you guys are not literal psychics. Right here, right now, I don't know. I want you to have the normal life you always wanted, and I don't want to get in the way of that as much as possible, even though the circumstances are kind of weird because we're all in this house. So I've been over there.
Maybe I'll suggest to my mom that we go hiking, go for walks. Because it's your house and it's your space. And
Stop trying to make this about me. No, stop. I'm not trying to kick you guys out.
no, we don't. Good luck.
I'm not trying to kick you out. I just don't want.
I mean,
Don't you want to?
I want to hike.
Don't you want to hang out with your mom? Why aren't you hanging out with your mom? Why aren't you as excited about this as I guess you wanted me to ask questions? I'm asking questions now.
Mm-hmm.
Why doesn't it seem like as big of a deal as it seems like it should be?
Because all the questions that I have are just day-to-day questions. They're not big. They're little questions. They're just, we're in the same place and it's the same sort of time. And I just want to know what she thinks of these genes instead of these genes. I don't need days and days and hours with my mom alone to ask her what kind of jeans she thinks I should wear or what she thinks of my brand of eyeliner.
I would if it were me.
Need hours?
Yeah.
That's a really good thing you don't wear eyeliner then.
You don't know what I wear. I wear eyeliner.
You do not wear eyeliner.
Put it on before you wake up.
You do not wear eyeliner.
Put it on after you fall asleep too. Make sure it stays. My eyes don't look like this.
Oh yeah? And what do they look like?
I can't tell you. This is a secret. A lady never reveals her secrets, so.
She takes her flowery hand and just straight on your face. Oh no, you have to wash it. I hope you used waterproof eyeliner.
It's waterproof. Yeah, it's totally waterproof. It's totally waterproof. It's totally fine.
Yeah.
Is yours waterproof though? She's gonna like grab her face. Like, is yours waterproof? Like,
Yes, it's waterproof.
guess they're gonna find out.
You're an idiot.
You're an idiot.
No, I am highly intelligent. You.
I said I'm your idiot, but thank you for telling me what you really think of yourself.
You are my idiot.
She's gonna like put her face like gently on her like forehead, like just on the just.
Apparently, also I am an idiot.
Yeah, go wash your face, idiot.
You go wash yours.
No, I'm good.
Keep kneading. She
No,
goes,
my hands are. I got eyeliner in my hands now. I don't know. Excuse me, and then she's like, just sort of bumps her out of the way so she can wash her hands.
she goes, washes her face because that's Alison. Why don't we go away? Break.
What?
You and me.
You
Like
want
I
to
haven't seen you in
leave?
days.
So you want to leave?
Yeah, just for a bit.
What do you? I mean, yeah, the answer is always yes, but for how long? Because we just got back and weird shit's been happening, and
yeah. Not saying we have to go far, and I'm not saying we have to go for long. I'm just saying, like, I don't know what we're gonna have to do later. I don't know if we're gonna have to go back and finish the training or not.
I think we probably get to decide, but yeah, sure. I can't say I haven't thought about it.
What do you think?
I didn't say I came to a conclusion. I didn't say I decided.
Oh,
I said I
well,
thought about it.
I mean, I know you're an idiot, but you think.
Can't prove that.
You just told me you thought about it. It's a thought.
I don't remember saying that. I
Mm.
remember saying that.
Mm.
I'm kneading right now, actually. So I'm actually super busy right now. So
You are standing with your hands on your hips. That is not kneading.
And she starts like kneading the bread. I'm very busy right now. I actually really want a sandwich. So
Alison,
if I have to bake bread to get it,
give it here.
nope. This is mine now.
Fine. She braids hers, puts it in a baking pan. I know how to make bread. Puts it in a pan, puts that one in the oven. Well, actually, no, she leaves it to rest. Then she puts it in the oven. But that's the process that she's undertaking.
Uh-huh.
It's been a long time since I've baked bread, but I know how to do it.
Yeah, I feel like you got away with yourself there a little bit. Like,
I got a little far. I got a little
and
far.
then I'm gonna rest, and then
Just gotta rest. It's gotta rise. If we're gonna hunt, we don't need training. But we do need to know how.
Some might call that training.
I mean, yeah. Or like we can apprentice. We could be like a sorcerer's apprentice.
That's exactly the same as going to camp, babe.
Unless we do it on the job.
Do you just want to call it something else? Because I feel like you just want to call it something else. Because you don't want to feel like do you not like the atmosphere of being at camp? Because it.
No, I like the atmosphere of being at camp. I don't like your stress at camp.
Well, I hate to break it to you, she says as she's kneading the bread. I can stress anywhere.
Right now, you're stressing on that bread. Let it rest.
You just told me to knead it. Make up your mind.
I know I'm telling you to stop now. We don't have to choose now, but I think over this time, we probably will need to.
I think that's what they gave us instead of a break. Time to choose.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I wanted camp to be a little bit more campy than it was.
Well, I
feel like the only time I've had a real camp experience was the time we spent talking to Lie, and we can do that wherever. Like, Morgan seems like more likely to answer my questions than anybody else. My solo teacher just wanted me to kill him over and over and over again.
Or just once.
Sorry?
Not that. That's me. That's Chantel.
No!
That's Chantel.
I see.
Yeah, Chantel. I wonder how Lie is. I hope they're okay. Have you spoken to Lie?
Spoken to? No. I assumed that they went off to hang out with Carmel after they kissed the day that your mom came home. So I just figured that they were having a great time, just like not dealing with our bullshit. I've just kind of been leaving them alone.
I both would not have expected it, but also it was obvious.
I mean, it was obvious from Carmel's perspective, but I didn't think Lie would go for it until they did. Good for them.
Good for them.
Ray is saying, I didn't think Lie would go for it. Lie going for it. I think I might have my dad kill me. So you shouldn't date me, because I'm going to die soon.
But I did it. Just so it can be known. I now will ask the big guy to kill me. So if you didn't like
guy
this, that's
not
okay.
my
I
dick.
won't be back. Well, it's been nice, y'all.
There is one more scene that I would like played out, because I'm assuming bread gets made. A sandwich is had.
Maybe.
Several sandwiches are had.
Yeah.
Because she did acquire all of the makings of a very large sandwich.
Like Jughead in the Archie comics.
Giant sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
Henry invites Lie to dinner. And Carmel, I guess, as well. Henry would realize that is a thing and should do that, even though Henry wouldn't necessarily talk to Lie about that.
Yeah, but if it was
situation.
mentioned, Margot would have been like, and Carmel.
Yes.
Hey, Dad, did you hear? And Carmel.
I will invite Lie and Carmel.
Because they're and Carmel now.
Oh my goodness.
So when Lie and Carmel show up, Henry says, "Oh, it's good to see you." Looks at Margot and Carmel.
Margot like,
yeah, it's good to see you too. Are you also like taking a forced break vacation, or is that just the campers?
It's the campers, but it may as well be all of us because everything seems quiet at the moment. Ren's out keeping an eye, but everything seems to be quiet, you know.
Because that's good and also concerning.
Correct.
But we are on vacation and having a great time, genuinely.
from the other room, it sucks.
Have you learned to take a vacation?
Lie just kind of looks at Carmel. Have I? Yes? I feel like I'm doing okay.
You're trying.
trying.
They're doing their best.
Haven't killed anyone, so it's pretty good for me, I guess.
Yeah.
Almost killed Carmel, though. She fucking appeared in my toilet. She can teleport in water now.
I can teleport in water now. Henry. The toilet is your choice? No, it's all that was available at the time. Oh, I see.
I keep the tub full now.
Carmel, we have a pond out. You don't need to. You don't have to toilet here. Well, I just used the door, actually.
I love her so much. Yep. I love her so much.
Oh God.
Sweet as Henry.
So do I.
She's just.
I guess Lai would go over to the other room where Margot is to see her, since she shouted but has not made an appearance.
Wow.
Ooh, hang on. I've pulled my earbud out.
I think they finished setting the table and they're just like hanging out in the living room. So like,
Okay.
she's probably sitting on the couch.
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys,
Hey.
welcome back. How's vacation?
I mean, fine. Why's yours suck?
Aren't you bored?
I mean, yeah, but I guess we're learning new skills. Carmel teleports, and I can swim now. Kind of. I haven't drowned, so.
I learned to bake bread, I guess.
That's good. Good bread?
It was a little flat. But Alison says
You
I
can't
didn't
blame
really
me for that.
Yep. Let's see.
Blame your eyeliner.
It's not boring. I just don't know
How to not be doing shit constantly.
yeah, it doesn't really feel natural. It feels like I'm missing something, like I'm taking a day off that's not scheduled
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah. I hate it.
Yeah. To me, it feels like I'm just ignoring an entire part of myself in a way that's like really shitty. But
I kind of wish they hadn't said we should do it, actually. So, yeah.
I mean, we can't be working all the time, obviously, but I don't. It feels like it almost feels like a trap. I guess is that's how that you know what that's what it is. It feels like a trap.
Well, if it's a trap, at least we have all the baked goods we're ever going to need. Because if there's nothing else to do and no one else to do, I bake.
Sorry?
Live looks betwixt.
Sorry, were you
Ray's and Alison?
Were you looking for someone else to do? Is that
no? But you spent a number of days avoiding me, and so
I see.
I had to compensate with something, and that compensation was baking.
And you decided now was the time to talk about how you were looking for something to compensate your time. Okay, all right, I see. All right. Okay, cool. We're gonna Margot looks over at Lime. We'll talk about that later. It's okay.
Oh, yeah. You talk about your sexually frustrated baking.
She
That's
talks
fine.
a lot of shit for somebody who also does not communicate. So that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
She had all of the access.
I'm not sexually frustrated.
Huh. Let's talk about that.
I'm gonna go to the other room now. I think
why? Come on.
Come to the living room. No, I think I hear Henry calling.
I think I'd hear
all the bread fell on him. And he's
I
drowning
think
in the
I
bread.
would hear me as the I would hear if my dad was calling you.
No, I think this is another thing. Like whenever we all got kidnapped together and we lost our powers, you can't hear anymore. Sorry to bring up that trauma.
Wow.
Did light just don't fucking disappear out of my fucking living room? You did this?
They don't go invisible, but they're like trying to exit the space.
No.
Carmel is very confused and follows.
Margot's gonna get up and like go over to the door, like lean on the like the threshold of the door, like, no, buddy. If we're gonna talk about Twister, let's talk about Twister.
This was very different from Twister.
Was it?
Yes, it is very different from Twister.
How so?
Thank
Margot
goodness,
like turns
Twister
around.
went very poorly.
Yeah, and this didn't.
I see. So Margot like very suddenly realizes like where she is, and like she's still in the house with like all of her parents, and she's not normally the one to do this, and she's like, I was being obnoxious and now I have nowhere to go with this. So yeah, you guys, huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice. Okay. Thanks.
Congratulations.
Are
It
you
is nice.
There's a lot happening. I'm gonna move.
Lai like leans over to Carmel. Now I can't tell. Is she flirting with us?
Are you flirting with me?
No, no offense. Dude, very good looking, both of you. Totally. That's not. I don't usually do it like that. I don't think.
No, she's very different.
She would know. No, I was going for bro-y support of the union between you. I guess.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
I have two
Why,
characters in my head, both of whom are confused right now.
Margot's got a lot going on right now.
Lai like pats Margot on the shoulder and is like, okay, well, whenever you get back on the horse, we can talk about your unions.
No, is all she says. Like, no, but that's not what this is at all. Can we all just start over? Can we start over?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad you guys fucked. It's about time,
you.
and yeah.
I hope that your vacation gets better.
I hope you get good fucking.
Yes.
I will. She will. We will. Don't worry.
Okay. I think we were all just joking and this is fine, and we can go eat dinner. Or
it's totally fine. I thought that maybe this was the kind of friendship I wanted with you, and I think I just decided in the moment that like maybe we don't have to force that. Like, maybe
yeah, that's just not really the way that my brain works. So I can try to meet you on that level, but that's
I thought that I needed that from a friend, like, like to be able to like be open in that way, and we're all learning in the moment here.
You can be open with me.
I'm sorry. I am open with you. What are we bringing up all these things like in front of like other people? Like, Jesus. Do you want to go talk?
She meant that suggestively.
Margot.
Same response, probably.
All good.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
She leans over, just whispers, "You can be open with me later."
She's okay. I'm very high strung these days.
It's all good. As ever, I will meet you where you are. So if you need to talk about fucking, we can, or
please stop saying,
just like anything else
we're good.
also is good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything
good.
else. Yeah. No. We can go eat dinner and maybe figure out whether or not we're gonna. Maybe we can just talk about whether or not we're going back to camp. How about that?
Okay.
Yeah. But let's eat first. There's a lot of fucking baked goods in my house right now.
We gotta eat a lot. Henry and I both stress bake. You'll be taking home food. That's
hope
not
you
Fine by
but
me.
that's not a request.
Okay.
So you sit around the table, and you've got Noelle, Ari, Henry.
You gonna play all these characters at once?
I have 10 minutes, and then I have to start getting ready for work.
I see.
So this is gonna be fun and fast.
Okay.
So the answer is no. Someone that no one has asked about is Tammy.
No, that's not true. That's literally the question that I have been trying to ask this entire session.
Okay. Well,
Where the
I
let's sit
also
fuck
around
are
the
my
definitely
table.
have asked about her before.
We
Where
no
the
no no.
fuck are my cousins?
I'm talking about the characters.
Yeah, where the fuck are my cousins?
When food has disappeared magically, but there's still a little bit of food left because there were a lot of baked goods. Like actually, can't finish it. I'm assuming that Margot does not ask like that.
It depends on whether or not Nico and Jay are there.
Nico and Jay are there. That was what I was going to say in terms of the last people that.
Yeah, so I think as soon as she gets everybody in the same room, like it's a surprise to me that she waits until the end of dinner. She must be hungry because she's been trying to get answers out of people for. She's always trying to get answers. She's constantly trying to get answers out of people, and like this is the moment where she's just like, okay, so we're just not gonna spend like 4 days. Oh, you're waiting for me to do it live.
I'm waiting for you to ask something.
Where's Tammy?
She made a decision.
Meaning what?
Meaning she is not coming back.
She's not coming back where?
Something that someone at camp said to her struck a chord, and she saw someone in the fight that she would prefer to be with. And she is gone.
The first thing Margaret does is look up at Lie and go, "Did you know about this?"
No, and I don't do these fucking veiled term things. What happened?
Yeah, thank you. Jesus, where have you been all my life? Also, who's talking? Because I didn't know. I wasn't.
That was Ari.
Okay. I assumed, but I didn't want to assume.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I get that in English, please?
When we were fighting one of the fresh, I would say, vampires, she saw him.
Yeah.
And she stood between Jay and that vampire. And she disappeared with the rest of you. But she decided not to come back. I
They
can
make her
only
human, or is she working with them now?
I can't imagine that she would work with them, but I do think that she is human.
What does that mean? Why are we just now talking about this? Why aren't we going? Do we even know that she made this decision? Like, why aren't we?
We don't know what to do.
So we just weren't gonna talk. No, you know what? That makes sense. Actually, that tracks. Cool. She pushes this over from the table. She's like, "Why am I surprised? Of course, that's what we're doing."
My job is eliminations. My job is not hostage situations.
Isn't it tracking and eliminations, Mom?
It is. But if I saw her leave, is it tracking or is it just watching? She deserves the life she wants to have.
Does she have to live it without her family?
Would she choose that on her own? Doesn't seem suspicious to you?
Yes, it does. But if I don't have more information, this is where we end up.
Sitting around a table at dinner waiting for me, of all people, to ask about it before we start talking about it.
Ari has nothing to say to this. Henry puts a hand on Ari's hand, and Ari looks at Henry as if to say,
"This kid?
please?
Child?"
But also Henry is looking at her as if to say, but like we knew this would happen eventually. Like you I know you didn't think it would happen, but it happened. Like there's a whole conversation that happens between the two of them in that moment. And Henry says, someone did not expect you to ask so soon, and we were hoping to have more information.
So we've just learned nothing from the past, like, 8 months of my life. Cool.
Lai looks at Noelle. Have you been working on that?
On finding her or knowing where she is or
information gathering.
Yeah.
You're taking your place.
It has been my job for the last 15 years. Hasn't changed.
Sorry, what's your job? While we're actually saying information instead of just like talking around it.
I am a hunter.
I know that. Apparently you have to be more specific.
She's working for Kieran for
No. Me? No.
Your sister?
My sister worked for Corinne Fodrigan.
You didn't take her place to find out information from them? You'd be the perfect mole.
It's been like 2 days.
Can't read minds.
That's awkward.
Seeing
I
the
see
future
the future
isn't good enough for you?
It is what I do. It is my skill set. I can't read minds, and so putting myself in that position means that I don't know, I can't even guess what kind of danger I'm putting myself into. And I've tried. I can't see them. I can't see what they're doing.
So you're not even going to try?
If I did, what I would be seeing is 6 months in the future. The best person to know is Allie.
Oh, hang on. I was gonna say that's not fair before you said that it was an Alison thing, but now we're just gonna ignore the fact that like she just got back. She's been dead for however long.
I've been information gathering, but for the future, 6 months is the soonest I can see to. I can't see sooner than that. We can only prepare for 6 months in the future. And I did not see this conversation.
Sorry about it.
I don't have anything for you.
I was trying to defend you, but
I didn't
never
know
mind.
that my sister would be dead. It happened in the safe room. It's like Vegas.
I was just trying to tell Lai that it was entirely understandable if you didn't want to go back, given everything you've been through over the past couple of weeks. So that's not really what I meant, but now that you said that, definitely don't think that throwing Alison into the middle of it is, I mean, it's obviously your choice, but it seems kind of fucked up too. Just gonna say it. She like looks at her mom, but she doesn't apologize for cursing this time.
Mom doesn't respond.
You could potentially help so many people and save so many lives. And you're not even going to try because it's risky.
Hasn't she risked enough, dude?
I don't think I would survive 3 days. And that's a guess. That's not even me seeing. That's a complete guess.
Got it.
Go.
I will do anything if I think that it would keep Alison safe. Anything. And what that anything was at the time was let people think I was dead.
So it sounds like it's either both of you or neither of you. Your sister spent the past 15 years using Alison to pretend that she couldn't read minds, but could in fact see the future. It's really confusing, but like, it kind of sounds like you need Alison to do exactly the same thing your sister needed her to do.
No, because I don't want Alison to do anything she doesn't want to do.
So you're going to give her a choice on whether or not she's your pawn.
And I am not in charge of her. I'm not some kind of leader. I'm just me. And we are all working together to fix this.
Is this the first you're hearing of this, Al?
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like we're really a part of this plan then, does it? Kind of seems like you guys were just talking about all of this behind our backs like you always do.
You are taking a break.
That you forced us to take.
Were we? Exactly. Are we taking a break or were you buying you guys time? That's the real question, because it sounds like you guys are just betting on me being a dumbass and Lai being lovesick and Alison sort of reeling. Was this even for us? Or are you just trying to figure out what to do?
You needed time to figure out what you wanted. Lie, you're you need time. You needed time to figure out if you should even be alive. Margot needed time to make decisions about who she wants to be.
We didn't need time. We're wasting fucking time, apparently.
I agree. It
People
sounds
need,
like
and it matters that we were a little stressed.
I'm always a little stressed. I can pretty much say it. And this isn't helping that to say that you guys were going to give us all 2 weeks to spin our wheels and bullshit about what we wanted when it clearly doesn't matter what we want. People are going to like die or Tammy could be in trouble and we don't even know because you guys decided we needed a vacation.
Enough, Margot. We are going to come up with a plan, and we are going to take Kieran Fodrigan down.
Okay.
You didn't think we could help with the fucking plan?
Seriously.
Do not have a plan.
You might have if we had been helping for the past 2 weeks.
Exactly.
You're treating me like I'm a kid as if I haven't worked alongside you for the past decade and a half.
You can't just make Lie one of us. At least you were talking to them before. This is what it's been like. By the way, welcome. This is what my whole life has been like.
This is incredibly frustrating, and I understand why you were so closed off when we met, Margot. I'm really fucking sorry.
Thank you. Somebody gets it. Either we're kids or we are hunters and you need us to help you with the thing. You have to make a decision. You have to make a decision, actually, on whether you're going to treat us like we're part of this whole thing and you need us, or you want me to sit back and do nothing. But by the way, I'm not going to do that. So choose carefully.
Congratulations. You're hunters.
Oh, why did that sound so frustrating when you said it? I need a minute. No, I don't. Let's just do this. It's fine.
I'm gonna go gather some actual fucking information and do something useful. Excuse me.
Do you need help?
Sit down. We're not leaving until we have a plan.
I have one. Thank you.
I thought we were having dinner.
We've had dinner. Dinner was lovely.
It's funny.
Now we're working because you've had time to be children.
I'm 22 years old.
You've had time to be children.
Funny how all of this was predicated on a question you were hoping I wasn't going to ask.
Tomorrow was going to be when we stopped. So we'll start tonight. But in fact, we will not start tonight because this conversation is where we're going to pick up season 3.
Real good, real positive note. They're starting this quest on.
No, I feel a camaraderie gathering between Lie and Margot, and I love that for us.
Oh, absolutely. The adults just really fucked it, you know?
Yeah.
The adults really fucked it once again.
Real quick. And they were just like, wait a minute, hang on.
They were like, excuse us, we didn't fuck it. This was intentional and planned and good.
No,
nah,
you fucked it. You fucked it.
All of it was a test.
That's what they'd like us to think. I'm sure that's what they'd love us to think.
How, pray tell, is that a test?
That's what we're gonna pick up season 3.
Both of these kids here have been ambivalent about, number one, whether they live, and number two, whether they do the thing. They have both complained about the fact that people are talking behind their back while they deal with that information. And the adults saw no reason to bring them in on that because they already seemed so stressed by what they were dealing with.
I see your perspective, and I see that that is exactly what the parents would say. But also, I think that Lai and Margot
Wrong, and they're
disagree.
perpetuating the exact issue they're trying to combat.
Oh,
Ironic.
absolutely. Doesn't
Okay.
stop them doing it though.
No, it doesn't, because
stop them doing
that's
it.
just how people work.
I got a
It's
test
a
for
very
you.
realistic portrayal.
It
Thank
truly
you.
is. Flawed parents. We love to see it.
Mm.
Being a grown up is something I hate doing.
Fake.
Huh?
Fake.
But it's funny because yesterday I believe I messaged Danny and said, "Hey, so would Margot want to go back to training?"
And I said, oh.
I don't know. It's dependent on a number of things. That was all I needed to know. Epilogue
It tracks.
concludes. I also wanted to know
does.
what Lai wanted, because that is also something that has been elusive.
Well,
Lai just wants to do a good job and kill people.
Yes.
I think
It's been
that
very
they-
clear since the start.
And then Margot just wants to do a good job and not kill people.
Not kill
So,
people.
you know,
Look at you, yin and yang.
it's perfect.
Best of friends.
Perfect.
You're the best of
But
friends.
that is where we are going to pick up, because there's going to be a freaking plan made.
I mean,
And
there has to be now. Margot's
If
just gonna
someone
keep...
doesn't physically stop Lai, they're going to leave.
yes, Henry
So
would
there's
physically stop
There's
Lai.
going to
Margot,
be an
I-
altercation is how we're going to start.
Margot's
Yep.
gonna follow.
Oh, I'll make a
I
note of that.
think.
Hang on.
Margot is following BT Dubs. Like, either they're both gonna leave or neither one of them is gonna leave.
Mhm.
Okay.
Lai's the buddy now.
Lai is now buddy.
Lai's like the only one that gets it right now in this exact moment.
Yeah. Oh, very good. Very good. What a good... I'm excited for season 3 now. What a good place to start with this chaos. Beautiful.
Yeah. Margot is perfectly content to just keep pushing the decision of whether or not she's going to officially be a hunter down the line until things stop happening, which is never going to happen.
See,
never
Lai
like-
finds all of this very offensive. They've literally been a hunter for a decade.
I know. And Margot's just sort of like, I'll make that decision after this thing, after this thing, after this thing. 30 years
Mhm.
later, she's like, one day we will get to that. But right now, the current mission, this is
Mhm.
important.
I'll finish school
So
later.
Good stuff.
I'll get the certificate later. I know everything I need to know.
Well, I mean, that's kind of what Alison was saying. We don't need to finish training to be hunters. Like, there's no formal education side of this.
Yeah. She's not wrong.
She's not wrong, but she's not entirely right either.
I mean, we can learn on the job until we die.
Margot disagrees.
Margot does disagree. Interesting
Margot would
how
love
Margot
to not-
disagrees but doesn't want to do the training, or doesn't know if she wants to do the training.
Margot, I mean, that's also
just
me.
Margot.
So
She's good.
Look, also me. Speaking of also me, I start work in 20 minutes. I mean, I work from here. It's not like I have to go anywhere, but like,
but you have to
Still,
be
you
a
need time.
person.
we have to
You need
stop
time.
streaming because the stream is still going.
Yeah, you gotta stop
That's
doing
true.
that. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So we'll be back
Someday.
sometime.
Eventually.
Someday. We'll be back someday.
knows?
Like I've lit a fire under you now. We will be back.
Watch the Twitter. We'll be back. Don't worry.
Watch the Twitter. We
We
will
got
return.
this.
We will return. And
In Avengers Endgame.
keep it feral, fuckers.
Keep it feral, fuckers.